All right, here we are. So, my name is Han86 and today we're presenting to you the Autumn Goats, Slotheroni and West0pher versus Mary Poppins, Phant and Spikevegeta. Your commentators today are Derpy Dragon and Mama Sheepy. How are you two doing?
Hi guys!
Hello, how's everyone doing?
No, not that one. It's gonna be a good match today.
Yes, it is.
Because it's gonna be a rematch. We're starting off our brackets with a rematch.
Yeah, these two teams were in the same group. The Autumn Goats, who is Sloth and West0pher, they were one of our wild card teams. So we had that wild card round to kind of get a couple extra teams in the bracket phase. So we got a wild card team versus Mary Poppins, who took first in the group with a 3-0. So Mary Poppins won this race the first time around. Let's see if they can repeat that now that we are in bracket phase.
Because whoever wins this bracket race moves on. The loser, unfortunately, is out of the tourney.
So we are starting off with a stone today. We got a nice Goron rupee. So we will be seeing at least 6 whole dungeons. Who knows if we'll get the other 2, but yeah. I don't know, is this a star seed or not? No, it's a Lex seed, we know.
It's a Lex seed. I don't think I've commentated a Lex seed yet.
I haven't either.
I'm afraid. It's like the fact that neither of us have commentated a Lex seed, it just says like, oh god, it just...
I don't know, seeing as the last seed I commentated came down to a 50-50 coin flip between the two teams, I don't know if this can top that. Oh, Jay... Oh. Okay, yeah. I'm just reading. Yeah, Lex rolled the seed today, not Jay, for the command. I see Star in chat correcting that for us.
Alright everyone, I'm pushing the start tournament button on challenge. So this tournament has officially started now.
Woo!
Woo!
You can quickly go here and then you can put in your prediction for the match today. Just for the match. Am I getting pinged? I'm good, yes, Alexa, you can start.
Where am I go?
What happened?
Oh dear.
I only see Spike and Phant going. I almost said Flant because I saw him in chat.
Yeah, apparently Lex cancelled the race.
Lex?
Oh, okay, so Lex on. Okay, someone, no, West0pher unready it.
Oh,
therefore they had to
okay.
restart. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, what happened?
Yeah, and and then Lexa force started the race, and therefore West was kicked out.
Oh dear.
Yeah, false start. Hey, this doesn't only happen on the 100 on the 100 meters, also in Zuda Corp apparently.
Yeah, had to start on the first match of bracket. Just makes sense. Also, shoutouts to Phant and Spike's team names of Julie Andrews for repping the team Mary Poppins.
I love it so much. I wonder if we'll hear supercalifragilistic. Shut up. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Got it.
Yeah. So if people don't know the lore behind that, Spike and Phant were able to show off Zooter co-op in CRDQ. That happened a couple months ago. And during that, Phant had Spike sing him Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious while fighting Bongo Bongo to keep his timing. It was a great moment. Also, I'm proud I did not stumble over that.
I mean, it is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. We're all gonna stumble over it at some point or another. Wait. I'm dying. Okay.
Looks like we're just waiting for them to get everyone back ready to go. Alright, but yeah, how's chat doing so far today? Let's ask that. We got 1 minute to go. How's chat doing? What are some predictions? What do you guys think? What's gonna be the interesting thing in this seed? Let's go with that. What do you guys think? What's gonna be the fun of this seed? Bet Spike does chickens. Ooh, that's a good bet.
That's a good bet. I love seeing the oops all dungeons bet already.
Required Ganon's quad dip. That'd be interesting. Alright, here we go.
Now we get to actually see.
Yes. Now we have started. Alright.
Big pose piece of heart. King Zor is dead. Ocarina of Time is Zelda's lullaby.
Oh. Well, it's not really oops all dungeons at that point,
It's just an all dungeon.
It's just an all dungeon. It's guaranteed. And yes, 1500 was a wallet as well. So depending on what we see in shops, we might also be seeing 1500. Alright, so we see both Sloth and West0pher going adult Kakariko together. Whereas Phant and Spike have split up, sending Phant into Ganon's, Spike heading off to Kakariko.
A little bit of love. A deck of shield.
That's nice to get, especially with shop sanity on. Well, you don't need both of them.
And a booty.
That's a lot of good. Alright, so we have 180 for a bow in the Kakariko potion shop, right? Is that potion shop?
Yes.
And that hammer in Bazaar for 145. So they're gonna need a wallet for a while. For a bow and a hammer. Also, yes. Alright, so now we gotta see. We also have Requiem in the windmill.
That's actually a nice find. Mill.
And we got West0pher heading up to. Well, he checked what was on top of the dongos. That's what he was doing. Went up there, just saw what was on top, and now he's going right back into CAC.
Need 30 skulls.
That's the max we can get. So 30 skulls is required.
Maybe it's a 30 for 30 seed.
Yep. Ugh, I had a ladder that was a 40 for 40 for a first hook shot.
Ew.
Yeah.
It was on 30.
Me and my opponent both forfeited. We didn't. Neither of us wanted to do that.
I don't blame you. But what was on your 30 skulls there? And you has a bomb bag.
Well, that's nice. Thanks, Anju.
That's actually a really nice find.
Alright, we have Phant going all the way up to the validation chest in Ganon's castle, because it is technically a Sphere 0 check with the settings we have on. But he does need to not die to Stealthos.
That's honestly a really nice find to get that early bomb bag.
Yeah, but West0pher and Sloth are right there. West0pher just grabbed it as well, so having it's nice to have bomb bag that early.
Early bomb bag with early
but
spirit.
yeah, no one's gonna gonna miss out on that bomb bag. Everyone will have that bomb bag. We're about to see what's on
Vamp.
Dompe Racing. Yep, that's the risk going up to that chest early. Yeah, what Gavaroni just said in the chat, it's definitely time to orphan that. You'll be dipping back into Ganon's at points. You can check that later.
Honestly, the only thing you'll have to do is fight those Stalfos and the Iron Knuckles.
Yeah.
When he has to go back up?
No, he doesn't have to fight the Iron Knuckles to get the chest. They'll do that when they're heading
back
up
to go back to go see Ganon again.
Yeah.
So he'll have to fight.
Yeah, so it's definitely worth going up to that chest if you're splitting the way Spike and Phant did. Because, like I said, it is Sphere 0, so there could be something very useful in there. It's a big time sink, but you're going to eventually fight those people anyways. I think that was a heart container in the graveyard that Spike just saw. Yes, bridge is open from the start, so kind of the things that you can just access right away, so like the 2 chests in water, chests in forest, the validation chest on... they didn't open big chests. Phant died to the Stalfos on big chest, so we did not see what was in it. Alright, but Phant is the first one to go child. So we're going to start seeing some child stuff here.
Also, to note, with our Medallion and Stone Sprite, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 vanillas. 4
Nice.
of them.
We'll see them all anyways.
Deku and Jabu are both vanilla stones. Our forest medallion is forest.
That's a very quick with Deku and what was the other one? Jabu. I mean, once you get Rutos and Boomerang, you get your ZL.
It's just child dungeons or your AD.
Yeah.
It's like, I know. It's like, I know you need ZL off that. Just do vanilla. What?
Right,
Just
Bomb
do
2
vanilla.
shop is empty. Yeah, so now we see Sloth is now up in Ganon's castle, so he just went and did all the adult CAC stuff first. And then he's going, we'll see if he goes up to the big chest. And if we can see what's in there and see if Phant's death is going to cost them. Yeah, the chances of there being something in that one check, it's basically like the equivalent of like something being on the, if Dungeon Token Sanity wasn't on like the single Jabu check, but you never know.
Yeah. Honestly, with magic on Dompe, automatically getting a bomb bag off of
Anju had the bomb bag.
And then Requiem on Windmill. Honestly, you just kind of, that rush CAC play was really nice.
Yeah.
Don't need to do Pierre, because that's just a red rupee up there.
And
Cut a bottle.
yeah, they'll be able to do child spirit stuff as well here relatively soon. They got nuts, they got sticks, they got bombs. They can just get a slingshot. They'll be able to do child spirit stuff or something to hit that switch. Bomb shoes, I know you can hit it with. Alright, so we do see Sloth heading up to that chest, so we'll get a chance to look at that. We have West0pher. He's going up to the grotto you can access as an adult in Zora's River.
Is Pierre an always hen?
Just a heartbeat. No, Pierre is not an always hen. Pierre is sometimes. $200 in the wall.
And Big Goron is dead. I missed
Phant's
the hit.
gonna go talk to Zelda and get Zelda's lullaby. Or whatever is on the Zelda's lullaby check.
What song we getting?
Alright, let's see if Sloth cannot die to the Stalfos. Ooh, nice first Stalfos kill there.
Opponent? This is actually kind of nice.
Yeah, that's desert access.
That's an interesting little trick that Spike just did there with the kid.
I missed what he did.
Threw a bomb from up where the skull is, where you normally see the ruby placed.
Just the bloopy in the big chest. So Phant's death did not cost him anything.
But mirror shields out in the river.
Mirror shield out in river.
1,500 is a wallet.
Yes. And we know right now they need at least one wallet for a bow and for hammer. There's a bow in CAC Potion Shop for 180 and hammer in CAC Bazaar for 145. But I mean, I guess that wallet can't buy the bow though, because you would need a bow to get that wallet. So, there's iron boots for 145 in the potion shop.
For the child potion shop?
Yeah, child potion shop has 145 iron boots. So that I guess the bow in the shop can't. If that's not first, it depends on if that's first bow or if the 1,500 archery is first wallet. Which one you're supposed to logically get first?
We'll see.
Oh, strength up in the maze.
Nice.
Spike and boomerang. Honestly, we could expect to see Boomerang and Ruto's early, with it being all dungeons and Jabu being needed to get ZL. I would expect to find Ruto's letter relatively shortly as well.
Unless it's in a shop.
That was in a shop? I missed that.
Unless it is. Ugh,
oh yeah,
Jesus
unless
Christ.
it's in the shop.
That's just scamming. That corner shop just scamming people. Jesus Christ. It was just like, yeah, here you go. I'm gonna scam you.
West0pher probably going to get his Deku shield. That's why he's going up into Ganon's castle right now. Because they're cheaper than you would find one in a shop. We have Phant off to do Lon Lon, see what's all there, and we got Sloth finally going child for Team West0pher and Sloth, the Orden Goats. 13 days.
Polly, don't say that.
That would be a pain, but they could do it. They have bomb bag.
Bomb bag.
It's not that bad.
That's
Floor
bad.
master's dead.
That's nice.
What? Oh, getting the bottle as well. So West0pher also grabbed the bottle that was in Ganon's castle.
Honestly, getting that bottle is nice.
Yeah, and they do have magic already as well. That was on Dompe Race.
Looks the Blippi from Talon's Chickens. Nothing in the wall. Did we see Richard? Richard was anything.
I want to say Phant did Richard, because he did Bomb Chew Shop. I don't think it was anything. I think it was a bloopy.
It was a token, right? Token. Sunsong on Malin.
Right, so it looks like Spike isn't finding anything up in kind of the Death Mountain crater area.
Spike is pushing the limit. Shooting the sun is nothing.
No.
That kind of nice to know. Spike was just threading the needle on that timer.
Yeah.
Just like
when at 3 hearts, it's a tight timer there on kind of navigating the crater. It can be rough, but Spike handled it well.
Oh, you're just getting a token off the top.
Yeah, I mean they know they need 30, so picking up tokens isn't a bad thing. So yeah, now Spike's heading into Dodongo's. It is our Shadow Medallion. He can fully clear it with Bomb Bag. Interesting enough, neither Sloth or West0pher opted to go into Dodongo's right now. They were both adult. They both had Bomb Bag. Neither of them did. I believe West did just check. Oh, there's Strength 2 in Lon Lon on the left scrub. Because
They're like, just go do Spirit. They're just like, go do
Strength
Spirit.
1 was up in the maze. Strength 2 is now Lon Lon Ranch scrub.
They're just like, go do spirit. That's just what it's telling you.
It really is.
The West0pher had like little blip.
Yeah. I don't have him back yet.
On the CAD guard, just pause and unpause your stream. That works because we don't have the
Yep.
level
There's a
of
bit.
Heart container, nice.
Heart containers are nice in co-op because you're spreading out checks so much, you're not always getting that much health. And yeah,
And
the
the hammer
bug bottle
rocks.
is really nice. That was in Goron. So we saw West0pher go back for that bottle. It was a bug bottle, which when getting the 30 skulls, those bugs will help out as a child.
Oh yeah.
So we have Phant now heading off probably to do the 2 valley checks and Lake
South
Hylia as a
Hyrule.
child. Yeah, and then probably the South Hyrule grottos as he goes.
His South Hyrule into Lake Ocarina Valley into Lake Hylia. Get the hint around the lake, maybe?
I don't know if they go for those hints that much. From what I watch of Phant and Spike, I don't. They might. We'll see if they go for the hints, but they've read most of the hints. Us as seeing all 4, we're only missing what's on Frogs 2 and one more sometimes hint. So,
That's actually a really nice find for Mary Poppins as the big dinosaur in the Douglas Cavern.
yeah.
You know, if Ordon had gone in the Douglas Cavern, they could have got their big dinosaur.
Yeah, they will. We know they will get
Eventually
in there.
will.
Yeah, having that early sometimes can really help out. It speeds up your combat a little bit. Makes fights easier. Just a heart piece there. Ooh, he's picking it up.
Honestly,
Doesn't
don't
lose
blame
the
him.
check.
'Cause
Yeah, I just always worry about sometimes you just the grab button on that chicken just sometimes doesn't
just
want to
like,
work.
that chicken just goes. Meow.
Yep. And he's gone, and then you're like, well, I'm orphaning that waterfall check.
Unless you know the recoil.
Yeah, which I believe Spike and Phant both know.
They say I found you, faker. Complimentary hint.
Did
We saw
Phant
the
see
other
what was
half.
behind the waterfall, or he's just going for the
Yeah,
skull
it
first?
was a piece of heart.
Okay.
I still find it funny how that both sides of the Sonic and Shadow conversation from Sonic Adventure 2 are as joke hints. It makes me just really happy because we've seen both of them.
Yep.
Because
Alright.
Phant just saw the Sonic side of that conversation, while I believe it was Sloth who saw the Shadow side. Yes, Sloth.
Shooting in the sun, we already knew that one.
Okay.
Just a stick back there.
Just some nuts up on that skull.
So right now we kind of Spike's only the only one in an area where we don't know a lot of information. Well, I guess Spike and Phant. Sloth and West0pher are doing some stuff that we've already seen Spike and Phant do. So if we're looking for anything new, we'll probably be seeing it on Spike and Phant's side right now. Until West0pher and Sloth split up a bit more.
It does kind of suck that we couldn't like at least peek the skull up in the Donga's cabin that needs
Yeah, because we
either
don't have a bow yet.
or a bow or long shot.
Or coming back
double
in as in the
defense.
yeah, you can come back in after you beat it. So we'll see if Spike decides to do that. After he beats this, to walk back in and just go backwards. Because you can just ride the shortcut up and you can walk backwards and get back to it. Oh, there's a Hylian
By a
shield.
shield.
Yep. Barrel off doing his 4-seat somewhere, smiles. He just knows that they didn't have to buy a shield.
I'm a.
Underwater bottle. I can't
Didn't look
see
like
it.
anything.
It's just a bloopy. Yeah, without having a bow or anything, it might be
Just
worth
even
it
check.
going. We got Mido's house now, 20 minutes in. Let's see if Mido was holding anything.
Doesn't seem like it so far.
Yep, just a bunch of money so far.
And a stick. Money and a stick.
And Boulder Destiny also being shown.
We'll see also child fishing. So lots of little checks here. Boulder has a bloopy.
$5.
Another skull. Twin rover hen that we don't need to know.
So let's see. We're a hook shot away from being able to do some forest stuff. Going into Forest Temple.
All of forest, right?
Minus the bow. But you could do some
Yeah.
forest with a hook shot. We know where a hook shot is and we know where a bow.
Just a bloopy on child fishing and Phant saves that bloopy away. Just like, nope, I'm gonna save my money.
So nothing in Kokiri Forest so far. I don't believe Sloth has gone into the shop yet, though.
Don't believe
We now
so.
see Phant is also going to be doing this Kokiri Forest route. They'll be going into Deku Tree, I'd assume, as well. Seeing as they
Also-
need to beat it for Zelda's Lullaby.
Also, nice rupee count before it gets ruined by Phant.
Yep, it's about to get ruined. All three of
Nope.
these chests have... Oh, wait,
No,
no,
it's
next
just-
two
it's that
chests
one.
have money. Yep.
Yeah, that one has money, and I think the last one has more money, or sorry, it's stick for the last one.
Oh, it's only one money.
Yeah, I think 30 is definitely for a silk shot because we have rain bottle, we have bombs.
Yeah. So Sloth and West0pher just found their first strength, whereas Spike and Phant both know that there's of 2 strengths right now. But what they...
See all 3.
Oh wait, I guess Sloth probably already had that strength, but still, the
They still
Orden
know
goats
one.
only know of 1 strength because they have not gone into Goron City at all. But I would assume one of them will be going up there relatively soon, probably when they do Dodongos.
That was actually a really nice sync from Phant and Spike there, with the chest opening and it just being a token on both sides. Just nice, perfect token.
Yeah. Most likely 30 is first hook shot at this point, because of, we have skulls everywhere because of dungeon token sanity. You can find skulls in different spots. You can obviously kill just the regular Skulltulas in the overworld to guarantee a skull. So 30 being Goron Tunic is in the Kokiri shop. That is good to note.
It.
Yeah. Otherwise, the random items in there were not good, but Goron Tunic being there.
And then we're seeing Deku now from Phant, as we're also seeing it from Sloth.
Deku is gonna get us the vanilla Kokiri Emerald. And
kinda
then we
interesting
just need to beat Jabu.
Which we just need a letter for.
Yep.
Don't need to buy a Goron Tunic.
Well, we also need a scale. And logically, we need a scale. We can chicken fly into domain, but logically, we would want a scale.
Logically.
Yeah. Logically, scale is hard required this seed. And I believe someone already said that earlier in chat.
That's interesting as a sub goal. Donation goal. I can read.
Oh yeah, the Pictionary race.
Yes.
Yeah. But yes, what Polly said, Phant is in Deku without the bomb bag or ring. So yeah, he can't go check the bad skull in the back. But I would assume they're fine just orphaning that, and Spike will probably just go quickly check that whenever he's clearing Deku. Yeah, Mirror Shield was the grotto in river that you can
No, it
get
wasn't
to
the
as an
grotto.
adult.
It was the upper river ledge.
Oh wait, Upper River Ledge. Yes, you're right. Sorry, forgot.
Summertime on Requiem. Not a song chain, but a good song to have anyway.
So far, nothing in Deku Tree.
Which kind of sucks, but
Yeah. They still got the bottom to go. Got the skulls down there.
yeah, the basement plus Goma.
Yeah. Oop. Okay. All my streams just froze there for a second, but we're good.
Dear. Eyeball Frog, which we know we don't need.
Yep. We got the hint for Big Goron Sword. It was just dead. I don't remember what it actually was.
It was dead though. But there was a lovely fool there
Nice
on
job.
that skull out there. Yeah, Phant's now at 10 skulls, so he can check that when he's back in CAC again. And with Sun Song, you can combine your CAC trip.
Yeah.
Both night and day. And Purple, to thank you for the resub of 3 months. I cannot read what that email is. Like,
It's
Yep,
it's
is
the
a
happy.
happy. I was like, I can't read.
Alright, just a bomb refill. And what's that other skull? Deku Nut? Might be an
Probably.
upgrade, might not. I don't think Sloth is gonna go grab it.
Oh, I was about to take it over.
Sloth's interestingly doing B1 skip instead of just bomb jumping or ground jumping. Rather do just the setup for B1 skip. He gets it though, so that's nice.
Gonna go check this
He
back
is
skull.
gonna head back and check the back skull.
We'll see if it's actually gonna burn him or not. Go take it, Polly.
Yep, Sloth is just being a pro gamer. Just, hey, you know what? I got bombs. I can do a ground jump, but no, I'm gonna show off the B1 skip. Spike now going into Ganon's castle. Probably grab that bottle with bugs and his Deku shield, just like we saw West0pher do. We'll see if he goes up and checks the chest, if they're worried about that at all. If they are, they'll be spending Spike up there. If they're not, we'll see him just orphan it. Yeah. Phant does have to do B1 skip the classic way because he does not have bomb bag. So he does not have a choice to do ground jumps. Yeah, recovery heart looked like nothing. Recovery heart. The bad skull looked like a recovery heart, so it's nothing.
There you go.
Yeah. Words, they're hard.
They exist. Sloth's pushing the block all the way.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of interesting.
I didn't catch what was on that skull West0pher killed out at Lake Hylia. I'm guessing nothing. Because I don't even think he picked it up.
Actually, no.
Yeah. But I definitely did not catch it. But yeah, Sloth and Phant are very closely synced here. So they are worried about the validation chest being something because they are sending Spike up to check it right now.
Don't blame them. It's honestly
Yeah.
good because that way it also saves them time
Later, yeah.
later on, because then, like I said, Phant will only have to do 2 fights while Spike will only have to do 1. And with Spike also having Big Goron Sword right here,
It's going to be an easy fight for him.
makes it so much faster.
Yeah.
Big Goron
But
and
you
a
have to
shield.
imagine that was Ruto's letter. Because it could have been Sphere 0 and Phant had died there.
Phant would have just immediately been like, nope, 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 nope,
Yeah.
nope, nope.
They need to confirm that this is nothing.
Just some
Like,
shoes. Juice.
Bomb chews are nice to get, a little convenience. We'll see.
It's a
once
20
one of
pack
them...
too.
Nice.
Good find.
So yeah, they're good on explosives. They need a wallet before they can buy hammer, but they're good on explosives. Spike heading out to the Colossus. He does not have his second strength yet, though. I think he just realized that, and he saved quit.
Because he already got the song out here. I think, it was faster to warp here and then save quit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
God damn it, Polly. Stop looking over a chat. Because every time I look over a chat, I just see another poly pun.
We
I
got
actually
some
just
skull
realized-
collecting going on, so probably the runners have realized that 30 skulls most likely is their hook shot, because you see all
think-
4 of them collecting skulls
I
everywhere.
think Phant and Spike saw that hint first.
The 30?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Sloth just read it, just in case that was their first time reading that hint, but they've both been collecting skulls anyways.
It's like, if nothing else, you get to the 20.
Yeah. So they both went in. They had both the bug bottle from both of them a lot earlier than Spike just got his. So yeah, they've been planning on skulls for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see
It's,
Sloth's at 11 right now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Phant did not check Richard because Spike is now doing Richard.
I thought he checked Richard.
Must not have because.
Oh, no,
I
it's a
guess
token. It's a
skull
token, remember.
Yep, it's a token. Never
I
mind.
was like, never
That's-
mind. That
yep,
makes sense.
It's a quick
I was
token.
like, I don't have to think about it.
Yep.
Phant said 12. He said,
Yep, I forgot it was a token, to be honest. For some reason, I was still thinking it was a bloopy.
oh, Spike.
Checking bombs you bowling. First one's just a nut.
Just a piece of heart on the scrub back here.
And second one is a skull token. Does he go for it? No, he does not.
Honestly, it's not worth the 30 rupees.
Well, he already paid the 30 rupees to see that it was a skull token.
Yeah.
He could have very easily, because he knows the trick of he blows it up over his head, gets the perfect angle. He could have very quickly gotten that token. Which is interesting because he just did Richard to get a token.
Which is also a lot faster.
Yeah, I don't. Once you're already in there and you've paid, I don't think it's that slow to do bombchu
Well,
bowling.
Well, he has to
What,
also, like, go up to
30
the thing.
seconds? We do see a skull token here on Ocarina memory game.
That's actually a really good find as well.
Yeah. We saw Sloth already had it. Phant's about to get it.
Phant said, doing these Lost Wish check with bombs, last bomb shoes. And Phant's gonna combine his and then Goron City.
Yeah, it's actually nice for Phant and Spike that Phant got those bomb shoes in Deku Tree because he had not picked up Bomb Bag yet.
And probably Polly, because
Hook shots on 30. Most likely first hook shot. We'll need it no matter what, whether it's first or second hook shot. But yeah, the way the seed is reading is its first hook shot. So we now have Phant going into Goron City, gonna do the child checks here. Probably grab his second strength while he's in here.
he's gonna grab his strength and his hook shot here.
Well, not this hook shot.
I mean, boomerang.
Yeah, boom.
You know what I said?
We'll also get to see what's here on the big rolling Goron. I wouldn't be surprised. He would have to grab the bomb plant and throw it in. But
I mean,
it. Oh wait, no, they can't light the torches yet. They don't have DL, so they can't do that.
you gotta do AD for that one.
Yep.
If we do logically need a scale soon.
Yeah. Scale in Ruto's letter should be popping up
Soon.
sometime soon.
Ish.
Scale is obviously not for these runners is not fully required. Logically it is. Yeah, you can find dins to also check the spinning pot because you use dins to light the torch and throw it in instead of running it from where
Darunia.
Darunia is. You can just light it with dins.
Oh, I just realized with
And they have
Spike
magic.
getting Honestly, one of them can do the other side of the maze, depending on who comes back here as an adult first.
Yeah. Whoever Spike needs to go get his second strength from Lon Lon, which is where he's heading right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Spike heads off to Child Spirit, since he has a ring. He can hit that switch now. Whereas Phant's been a child longer, and now he has his silvers already. I'd say they might both go Child Spirit in case or send one early, split a little bit, and then if there's a key or something over there, send the other person to grab it. Because Spirit, they don't have the Neo Shield. We know where it is.
I mean, one of them's gonna do River eventually.
Yeah.
Probably soon.
Probably soon. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Spike here right after Lon Lon. Run out of the front of Lon Lon and do it. Because he knows he doesn't have to go down to the lake and valley.
Oh yeah. There's nothing on those scrubs.
Yeah.
Or fishing for that matter. Yeah, honestly, Spike going that direction, going over to Child Spirit. Excuse me, getting the keys and getting the information from Child Spirit for Phant. So when Phant then comes, Phant can then full clear once he gets his mirror shield.
Yeah. So yeah, one of them should. We should be seeing some Spirit here soon. The Goron shop had nothing. I don't know if we saw Phant go in and check that, but we just saw Sloth do it.
Spike went in earlier.
Spike did.
I think.
Okay. Oh yeah, because he was cheap. He was a ripoff on all of his stuff. I remember now. You made that comment.
Because I was like, dang, because it was purple rupees for like 200 plus.
Yeah.
For
So we
both of them.
see Sloth in Goron City as a child. He only has. Oh no, he has all the bomb shoes. He'll be fine to do the maze. So
Yeah.
Sloth and
And then even
West0pher
if he didn't
find their
have
silvers here.
bomb
good old
juice, he
silver
could go buy
gauntlet.
bombs, I think.
Yeah.
No, one of the pots has bombs in it.
And he has bomb shoes. He has the 20 pack. He beat Deku already.
Neighbor's Love. Just useless.
Yep. Especially since we know where double defense is.
Actually, no, not useless. Goron City Scrubs. Oh, no, we have a
That's
Goron Tunic.
true.
We have a Goron Tunic, though. Never mind.
We don't have.
Don't we just
Did
have
we
it in
find
the...
a Goron Tunic?
Yeah, the Dongo.
Oh, yep. Tonga did
Never
have
mind.
it.
I was like...
Yeah, so now the Orden goats have found their silver gauntlets and their boomerang. So that was the one big knowledge gap between the teams so far. That's no longer there.
We'll just see who does.
West0pher died? Or is that just for me?
Briefly blipped for me, and then quality went like way crazy down.
Mine is decoding the video, so I'm just gonna refresh all the streams.
Good idea. I didn't see what was on Zarius.
I didn't either, because I'm refreshing.
Ah! Bolero. Bolero was on Zarius.
Okay.
This is why I'm glad I have their comms up. Spike now has his silvers.
Okay. Another token. I didn't see what count Spike was at there, but he seemed like he had a pretty good amount of tokens. Alright, so now we get to kind of start seeing where... Yeah, Boomerang's nice to get early, but it's actually tough to get early because it locks so few of checks. The seed can place it relatively late.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spike's probably going to grab... There's a token up here in the...
On the slingshot target. That brings him up to 16.
Yeah, he's
Spike's
gonna
at
grab the skulls
14.
here in Kokiri. There's one in the sword chest if he wants it. There's one on slingshot. He needs to go grab his slingshot from Lost Woods. Yeah, we see both teams really going for the 30 skulls. Yeah, the one skull from Mido. So yeah, Spike's at 15.
He's about to be Phant's now at 17. Yeah, Spike was just talking about he's gonna go grab the slingshot from Lost Woods to grab that one.
Yeah, it makes sense. Slingshot's just nice to have. Makes just some child combat easier. We see Sloth starting the skull mask trading sequence, dropping off his letter.
That's
We
honestly
have
good
not
to do.
seen chickens yet.
Figured probably gonna do the skulls here in CAC.
Check 10 at least. I don't know if he'll make it to 20. I don't know
He'll make
what
it to 20
Sloth's
because
count
he's
is at.
that was either 16 or 18.
Oh yeah, he's at 18. Yeah, so he'll make 20 here.
So with
And
that, he'll check
now-
10, 20. Honestly, I would wait, do all 3 skulls together.
You're right here. If you want to just kind of jump in there, you can.
Because
We'll
that way
see.
you know. Because
That way you
you
know-
need the 30.
Yeah, you know you need the 30, but what if Ruto's is on 10?
True. Oh. I really like. My brain is just still saying like push for the 30, round it all together. But
Yeah,
definitely do Dompe and chickens before you touch Skull House. Nothing else.
I mean, definitely do Dompe because you want to go get the skulls in there. But yeah, he's going in right now to check 10 and 20. We see Phant clearing out South Hyrule.
10 is just a piece of
Heartbeat.
heart. 20 is nuts. So you just need 30.
So you just need 30.
So, the L hint could refer to, I believe the L hint's referring to Death Note. Someone else can confirm that one, but I believe it was referring to Death Note as the character L. Okay, there we go. Polygon actually corrects me. It's from the low resolution sign in Super Mario 64's courtyard.
Yeah, Spike getting his slingshot. We'll see him
Like, I don't
do
know
his
if it's-
slingshot game.
Oh. So I'm gonna change that. Because apparently the notes doc says Bombags and Rain Scribes when it should be a strength there. Bombags and Andrew. Dompe has Red Repeat.
Alright. Looks like Phant has his angle set. He's heading off to do the river. So they're gonna find their mirror shield at that point. But that's where it looks like he's angled back walking to. Oh, maybe not. He just changed his angle to head more towards Hyrule. Never mind. I feel like we're gonna see a chickens. There's too many people. All 4 are.
Oh, he's getting the
Child right
nighttime Lon Lon Scribes, I think.
Oh yeah, I don't think
'Cause
he
he
got the
didn't-
gold when he was here because he didn't have boomerang.
Yeah, he didn't have Boomerang when he came in the first time, so he didn't get these 2 skulls.
Yeah, so he just grabbed them really quickly. Hope that makes sense. Just a piece of heart in the Sun Song grave.
So don't need to punch Sun Song.
Right now we got all our team just going for that hook shot. Every member is just hard going for those 30 skulls.
Honestly, don't blame him.
No, I don't either. There's not much else. You don't have Ruto to clear up Jabu. You don't have any forest access without that hook shot. A lot of things are locked behind wallets. It's the item you can get right now. Yeah, I think once we get that hook shot, we're gonna see a lot of the items. We're gonna see probably
the letter, maybe see a bow, or a different wallet.
the scale finally. Scale. We got chickens on Sloth. First one to chickens. What's gonna be here?
Where's Kuiper?
Guesses in chat. What's on chickens?
Someone at Kuiper. Kuiper would murder me.
I'm gonna put my guess in for Ruto's letter on chickens.
I think it's just this. Actually, I think it's a wallet on chickens.
Got a couple people agreeing with Ruto's there. A hook shot. Hook shot would be funny.
I wanted to
First
be a
hook shot with
wallet.
chickens.
I wanted to be the first wallet.
Ice
Make
trap.
that-
I see a bloopy, a skull token.
Yes, we do need Lullaby because
You need it in shadow. You need it in
shadow,
spirit.
need it in water.
Water.
It could be golds.
It could be golds, yeah. Is there a couple funny things it could be? I think it being first hook shot would be hilarious.
It could be a token.
Yeah.
I want it to be a token. I take back my wallet.
I still want it to be Ruto's.
It'd be nice if it's Ruto's, but I really just like I want it to be a wallet. I just want to be a wallet or a token, just to make this so much better.
Yeah, all dungeons is required. We got the hint of Zelda's Lullaby being OOT right away. We
Like,
knew it within the first
immediately.
30 seconds.
Not even in a oops all dungeons. This is just a this is all dungeons.
If it's hookshot, Mary Poppins will get it as hook shot. They would get the 30 skulls before doing chickens, I would guess.
Considering how much since Phant's doing River right now, and Spike's going to get this back skull.
They hadn't checked the skull yet. We know it's dead, but yes, remember Phant came in here without the boomerang and bombs. All right. What does Anju have? A bloopy. We had a bloopy guess in there. Gilbert guessed it correctly. Toxic oxygen, bet nothing. I'll count that as a bloopy as well. I'll count bloopies as nothing. So we got a couple correct guesses with the bloopy.
So what happened with Phant there is since he accidentally double dumped bugs there.
Oh, he lost his bugs.
Yeah. So
He should be fine though. I feel like he's
gonna
done
get
most of the soil patches at this
he's
point.
gonna get some more from CAC.
Oh yeah, and he can get the bugs in CAC, which might lead him to doing those chickens.
Maybe. But
Yep, we knew that was
I know
a
that's
piece of
cool.
art.
That's why I doesn't have a bug.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
I legit just thought. I don't think Phant knows that either. Then,
Yeah, I would guess he didn't know that.
because otherwise he wouldn't have just accidentally double dumped his bugs there.
Yeah.
Is he gonna?
So Captain Bardo, the lore behind Mary Poppins, is from Spike and Phant's CRDQ run, where Spike sang Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, while Phant was doing Bongo Bongo to keep his timing on quick spins. That's the lore behind the Mary Poppins. Alright, so yeah, Spike and Phant now have their mirror shield.
Honestly, chicken clip. Just chicken clip in the.
Yeah, no, he
chicken
absolutely is. That's why he's held the chicken this long, because you can boomerang that check, so he brought the chicken all the way up. He's chicken jumping in.
Yeah.
Which is good, because you get a shop in here. That shop could have some good items.
Let's get a shop in here. We get 3 checks. We get 2 other checks as well with torch run and diving.
And you get a hint stone. We still don't know what's on frogs too. That's the hint we don't know so far.
Where is our Fox 2 then? Token in here? How much a token? Never mind.
Nope.
Never mind.
There's the Hylian shield.
That's the second Hylian shield. We've seen one in the shop as well. Because Spike picked it up and chat already was just like, boo, he brought one.
Yeah, West and Sloth have been really good on their skull routing. I think they're a little ahead of at least Spike. Phant's skull routing has been pretty on point so far.
That's that big pose hit again.
Yep. Yeah, so wherever... they could have just been back in Lake Hylia. Back there in check close. Yes, now we see both Sloth and Phant in Domain, doing diving game, doing torch run.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with, because I'm listening to Spike and Phant's commentary. This season's definitely scream Ghost Spirit.
Yeah. I mean,
this season's been like, Yeah, you gotta do
We
all dungeons.
speculated them going spirit a while ago.
But yeah, the seed was just like spirit. What? Spirit. But I don't have any. What did I say? Go
Speaking of spirit, we
Oh, hey, we're
have
seeing some child spirit.
West0pher in spirit.
But yeah, this seed definitely screamed go spirit super early.
Yep, you got Requiem early, you got bombs, you got me, you got
Mirror
silvers.
It was just like, yes, so just do it. Just do it.
You got boomerang to do child side. You have everything you need for spirit.
Literally, the only thing you just didn't have was a hookshot.
Yep.
But we knew where a hookshot was, so it was just like, just do it. Polly, please. I swear to God, just stop. Like I said, every time I look at the chat,
Polly, I
Polly's
say
there.
keep going. Keep going with them. I'll encourage it.
I do this to Polly every time I commentate. Polly knows.
Alright.
Skull token.
Fourth run, it's just a skull token. That's 22 for me. So yeah, he's a little behind.
Yeah, Sloth's is only like a token. Well, we know 2 tokens ahead, but like.
And he's about to get a token here. We know that.
Yeah, so it's only 2, thankfully. So he's not that far behind.
West0pher was having a little trouble hitting that switch with the boomerang. I think most runners are used to doing it with the slingshot. Everyone likes those. 28 for West0pher.
Okay, so yeah.
So yeah, West0pher and Sloth are just a little bit ahead on the skull game.
Just a little bit, like 4 skulls. Phant's 4 skulls behind Sloth. 6 skulls behind West0pher. I can do math.
Yeah, I mean,
this was
knew
honestly your fastest skull count.
Yeah, Spike just got into the 20s, but he has all these. Yeah, he has all these ones in Kakariko, so he's about to get a bomb. He'll go in the graveyard and get a couple more. Yeah, his number's about to jump. He's the only one who hasn't done these skulls.
Yeah. Here's Phant at 23.
Yeah, so no keys on the child-only checks. So Child Spirit was unnecessary, even though the seed was Screaming Spirit.
It's the Screaming Spirit, it just didn't say which side.
Yeah. Clearly it's Screaming Adult Spirit.
Hopefully.
Yeah, until Spirit's barren.
And then we just sit here crying, because it was just bait.
Yeah, I mean, we're only saying who's in the skull lead right now. As far as like who's actually in the lead of who's done more checks, I don't even know who's at this point who's technically done more. They've done very much all the same stuff.
The only one who, like, the only like information lead is on the goat side with the child spirit stuff, but
yeah,
that's about to be nullified anyway.
Well, Spike has done Dodongos. Goats has not done Dodongos yet. So
there's barely really.
Yeah, so that it's pretty even at that point between those two. Like, oh, Child Spirit Dodongos. There wasn't anything really great in Dodongos either. So
nothing in Dodongos, nothing in Child Spirit. It was just like.
Well, there was a Goron tunic.
Yeah, that's about it.
I mean, it's helpful.
Which actually, now I think about it, once they get their hookshot, I can see them going to get those scrubs in Goron City because you need the hookshot for those.
Yeah, that would be one of the things. But I mean, even at 5 hearts, which
well, no, because you need the hookshot to get up to the platform.
Yeah, but I was just saying, if Sloth and West0pher do that before getting the Goron tunic, they'll be fine.
They'll be fine, yeah. 5 hearts, song at a time. And one of them, and they pretty sure both have Nehru, so.
Yeah. Yeah, an argument could be made to have. Oh wait, no, they didn't get a key. They couldn't keep going. Yeah, getting 0 keys, you can't go any deeper in Child Spirit. So yeah, the leaving Child Spirit, that's what they had to do. There was nothing else they could do.
You need at least 2 keys.
So Phant had not gotten Kakariko skulls as well. So he might be first to 30 skulls with that. We see Sloth getting Keaton Mask. He might be going for a Skull Mask.
I think Sloth actually might be first.
It's gonna be, but Phant is in Kakariko.
True.
He's finishing up his skulls in Kakariko. Yeah, that door being locked is easy to forget.
Yeah, Phant's gonna get his hook shot first. I think
Yeah,
count-wise.
We've seen all 4 runners on Child for a while here.
Which is honestly good because of how many skulls there are.
Yeah, Child has a lot of skulls because of the bugs. We now see Sloth going adult. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him go up to Dodongos and finally clear that out for their team. Or
Yeah.
maybe he goes right out to Spirit Temple.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah,
Yeah.
West did just hit 30 skulls. He's going adult before going over and picking up his hookshot, which makes sense because you can't use hookshot as a child.
It also won't give him a much faster Mido skip.
Yeah. I feel like we're gonna see someone going adult spirit here soon.
Someone's gonna go adult spirit. We just don't know who's gonna go adult spirit. Sloth's getting the skull outside Ganon's castle.
Yep.
Gonna
Because
play
he's
the
close to
jump slash
30
game.
as well. We see Spike getting one in Grotto.
That is his 30. For Sloth.
And Phant
Yeah, we'll see.
is
We're either gonna see a we'll see either
29.
forest
Phant's gonna get
dip.
his 30th here in the graveyard.
Yeah, we either see a forest dip or adult spirit. I kind of hope we see both.
I say we see adult spirit before forest because of not having a bow.
I mean, you can run the circuit.
Yeah, I mean you can do stuff in forest without the bow, but with that I feel like they would go spirit first. But
Like-
they could also split because it is co-op. They will probably split the checks, so we might see both at the same time.
Because someone's gonna.
Yeah, we got Phant going to pick up the hook shot. Then I wouldn't be surprised if we see him head off adult. Spike's gonna pick up skulls here in the river and his mirror shield.
Yeah.
He's at 29, so he'll get his 30th at the top of the river. Yep, there we see a couple hook shots getting picked up right now.
Bolero. Bolero?
Yeah, we can get the Bolero check.
Oh, he
which
never coming.
is
Storm.
Song of Storms.
Well, that also don't. This seems interesting.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying we might see the forest dip poly because of letter and scale things being in that circuit.
Yeah. It's very true. I mean, first bow, because we also don't know if that bow in the shop is technically first bow. That could also be.
A wallet would
Yeah,
be nice.
Storms does complicate things because that opens up bottom of the well, which
It
they
opens up
can't
also
do
a bunch of
everything.
Storms grottos too, though.
Yeah, but those can be hit a bit easier as adult and child.
You could get the
Storm
one in
grottos.
Forest. Go get the one in the one in Sacred Forest Meadow if you do the Forest dip.
Yeah, well, you got a fire temple.
Dip. That's not what I was expecting.
Well, I mean, do the one check, see if you're hammer locked in here or not.
Yeah, right off the bat.
It's not bad just to do this one check. We'll see if this is a key. If West0pher decides to continue the fire temple dip,
It's a key.
he's got a key, so he can keep going. And it looks like he is, seeing as he's not playing a song to warp out of here or safe quitting. So yeah, we were not expecting the fire temple dip.
That's the one thing we did not even think it was like Forest.
All right,
We're seeing
and
the
we got-
scrubs.
Yep. As we predicted, the instant they got hook shot, someone was heading up to those scrubs.
I was like, just get the hook shot, you get the scrubs.
Yeah.
Someone either does the Forest dip.
West0pher is committing hard to this fire dip. He's even picking up the fairies.
I mean,
We know where Hammer is. It's in a shop.
we do need fire, so I don't blame him here.
Yeah. I mean, worst case, he's hunting to see if there's an early boss key. There's obviously a lot of checks he can access in here.
See if there's a bow or a wallet in here.
Yeah. At least going until he's locked out. There's the skull that he'll be able to get up here behind the Song of Time block.
Nothing was on these scrubs.
Alright, we see Spike heading out to Child Spirit now. We know there's nothing there. He'll just be clearing that out.
But he does have his hook shot, so.
Does have his hook shot, but he is a child. So he can't use it quite yet. He needs to grow. He needs to spend 7 years in isolation.
Oh, hey, we can see left side of Ground Base.
Yep, picking up those boulders.
Relative ease. But yeah, with storms being where it was, that makes it a little.
I mean, they can where it was. First Storm Grotto I would check is the one on Death Mountain Trail.
Yeah, get that one.
Like, you know, you're right there.
Check
Head out
that
there,
one.
check that.
From there, you go. From
I mean,
there,
I
you
wouldn't-
take the shortcut to back towards the forest.
Yeah, and then
Might
probably
skip, get that sacred forest, get the song off of Minuet, and get that Storm's Guard at the same time.
Yeah. So we see Sloth doing that right now. He's checking the Death Mountain Trail one. We'll see if he follows our logic and heads into the forest.
Has to take the shortcut since his
It's right there. He
With-
might as well.
Phant. Where is Phant going?
Either to go up and
He might do the
get the
Dongo.
stuff. He
might
be
get.
doing
Actually,
the
he might
Dongo.
do adult. He might do the Dongo into Adult Goron.
Yeah, into
And
kind of
then-
this play we see Sloth and them doing right now. Remember, Sloth and West0pher have not done Dodongo, so that's why we see Sloth walking in there right now. We forgot they hadn't done that when we were speculating if they would go forest. Going to Dongos makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, so I'm thinking Phant might do something similar of do the Dongos since he knows since Spike's already been through here. That makes
He
this a
knows what
lot
he has to get.
faster.
Yeah.
He can skip
He probably-
tokens.
He will probably just do bomb juice.
More
Because
than-
was there anything in here?
No, just a token. Token in the but he doesn't need tokens anymore, so
He doesn't need tokens anymore, so
it is literally just a Goron tunic.
he has bomb juice. I know Phant knows bomb juice, Gib.
We'll see what he's doing.
Oh, was there a skull? The skull up top back here?
Oh, big Goron sword. He's gonna do the Goron sword while he's in here.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because that was
And
in his back skull.
Also, he couldn't. Spike couldn't check that skull up there.
Oh yeah, so he can. So there's gonna be
he
two
can
more
now
skulls
check
checked.
that with hook. Yeah.
Forgot. So that's actually really good to know. Like have these two skulls checked.
So that is good work. It's just a recovery heart on that one. Song of Time was out there.
You could technically use choose on checking that top scroll just to peek it.
Yeah, we'll see him peek it, I'm sure. And then just bomb to skip up through Dodongos, or up to King Dodongo.
But I was also saying
There's no reason to go up at this point for fans.
I was gonna say check that skull that Spike couldn't earlier.
Yeah, but I think it would just be easier to just beat Dodongo and come back in.
And then check
but I guess
that,
he doesn't
yeah.
have the shortcut.
One of them does.
Yeah, Phant does.
Yeah, Phant doesn't, but Spike does.
So, I mean, they could just be orphaning it.
God knows. Well, getting up this probably is not honestly that hard to do. So.
We see West0pher just going deeper in fire.
It's really interesting.
For some reason, picking up his 31st skull token.
Okay.
If you don't know, 40 and 50 are turned off, so there's no reason to go over 30 skulls. Maybe
Might
he
just be
he
muscle
wanted
memory.
backflip. Yeah, muscle
It might
memory.
just be
seeing
muscle
it.
memory. Didn't even think about it.
Yeah, so the bomb chew skip is nice, especially yeah, that's the one we were talking about, the skull.
Yeah.
How Phant might be going about getting there.
But
or if he's
Phant's
gonna
that-
orphan it or not. But yeah, the bomb chew method in Dodongos is really nice, especially in co-op, because like Spike and Phant right now, Spike's already cleared out Dodongos. They know there's nothing deeper in there that Phant needs. So just being able to use bomb chews to open up the 2 eyes and go straight to King Dodongo makes it an extremely quick dungeon.
Yep. So I think Spike's, from what I'm hearing, Spike's gonna grab this song here, which we know as well, Ignore Storms, and then he's gonna go Adult Spirit.
Yeah,
Isn't there a Storms grotto out in the desert? Or is that Fortress?
No.
That's Fortress, isn't it?
I don't think there's a fortress either. There's a Silver Gauntlets grotto with scrubs out in. I lost West0pher's feed again.
Oh, I lost West0pher's feed entirely. One moment, guys. No. Not the Oasis.
I think you're thinking of the Silver Gauntlets one under the.
It's Valley.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the one by Valley is what I'm thinking. Thank you guys. I'm like, I know there's a Storms grotto somewhere in one of those two. I know it's Ruto area, but I was like, I can't remember if it's desert side. And hold on.
I'm refreshing my stream.
Ooh. Everything just like, hey, we're gonna give you noise.
Okay. Oh my god, yeah. 4. No. Don't need 4 audios going.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Okay, we found the Frogs 2 hint. It's nothing. I think he said Blue Rupee.
Okay, now Sloth is open for me. Okay, there we go. Alright. Alright, well, we see West0pher doing the forest dip. Saria's song out there.
Which means Minuet somewhere else.
Yeah, Minuet could be somewhere like out in Ice Cavern.
20 bucks? 20 bucks, okay.
Alright. Yeah, we do get the Storms Grotto here with the scrubs. That was also a check out here by Forest. Another good reason to come out here. Just another Deku Shield. That's our 3rd one. And 200 bucks. Alright, and we now see Phant doing the Fire Temple dip that we saw West0pher doing earlier. Spike's going up to check left side of Boulder Maze. I refreshed my streams and I got the air to go away on West, but I had to completely refresh my whole.
Yeah, I also had to completely refresh as well. Now he's in Forest. 20. Oh, just a key. Never mind. I was about to be like, that'd be funny for the wallet.
Yeah, so I mean, some of the biggest things we need right now are actually a wallet and the bow. Because a wallet right now is blocking a bow and hammer.
And iron boots.
And iron boots. But if they find a bow first, they can get a wallet to get those other things.
We also need a scale. Where's our scale in one of those letters?
Well, we don't need a scale. Logically, we need a scale, but Phant with the nice glitchless jump to get up behind that Song of Time block. Because I don't think he's gotten his Song of Time yet. I don't think he's gone out to the desert.
He has not. And we have to wait for HK to refresh restream. I do apologize, guys, but we can't do it.
Especially because West0pher is doing something that people haven't seen.
We're doing forest dip.
Yep. Yeah, we need wallet for hammer, iron boots, and possibly a bow. It depends on if we find a wallet first or a bow first. Because we know there's a wallet on 1500.
Kind of fun.
We have Epona.
be nice to find a wallet first, because then we can just not do 1500. We can only do unicorns back only once rather than twice.
Yeah.
And the key.
Alright, yeah, we see Spike in Adult Spirit.
Oh, we can see what the skull is.
Yep, because Spike does have song time.
I know this skull gets a lot of people because they don't realize they can peek it.
Yeah, you can do like the rolling.
Yeah, the roll up
roll
C.
into the wall. Same way you see what's in the graveyard crate.
And what's in Lon Lon,
Yeah, back of Lon Lon. Yeah, Spike's
More
just playing
skulls.
Song of Time. Because
Honestly, safer.
yeah,
Because those
it-
boners do not like anybody.
Yeah. And he has it, you might as well. It's just don't even have to worry about not messing up the roll. It was the boss key. Wow, so that
Okay.
is needed. I mean, Song of Time is actually out there in the desert, so you're guaranteed to have Song of Time at that point.
Where's the L locked?
Yep.
Where's the L locked?
Yes, we are ZL locked.
The-
So it was
I didn't think
screaming.
that'd be something I would say.
It was screaming, "Go Spirit!" But wait, you have to do those other dungeons.
Huh.
All right, where is Ruto's?
Where's Ruto's? Where's Ruto's and where's the scale?
I'm trying to think. Where, like
There's a key. Still no letter. Still no
yeah,
scale.
this is a dirty seed. this is
Select seed.
this is a get 30 skulls for that hook shot, but so far that hook shot does nothing. We're all pausing. Yeah, I got 3 pauses. Yeah, so we're pausing. I'm guessing for a fair play agreement.
I think so.
Well, while they're doing this, I guess we can speculate of where Ruto's would. I see Chimp saying Adult Lake is calling.
Adult Lake. Guess we could do Adult Lake.
There's some stuff out in the desert that can be done. They can get the top chest of Gerudo's Fortress. They can do a couple checks in GTG. Wait, are we actually
Are we?
re-rolling?
You say
Or is
no.
it- I'm assuming no. Yeah, I think those are the main areas right now. We're not sure what happened.
I don't know,
I'm sure
I
Lex
just-
is on it as the race mod. I'm sure he's. Yeah. So we'll let Lex handle it as the race mod.
Oh wait, are we? Can you guys hear us?
Discord die? Yes. Okay.
You can
We
hear-
can be
okay.
heard.
Okay. Okay. Don't do that to me.
We are not sure what the pause is for, Gavaroni.
Yeah, we don't.
Discord voice issues, Lex says.
Ah. Okay.
It happens. Discord is not always perfect.
We were just like, what?
Yeah. But yeah, whenever Discord goes down for them, we need to make sure you guys can actually hear us. Alright, so yeah, so at this point, I would say Adult Lake or Out in the Desert probably are 2 likely points for progression.
Well.
Oh, and well, yes, early well is an option.
Well, Fortress, GTG,
Lake.
Thank you. I was like,
Those are the 4 big areas because we can't get into Ice Cavern. We know Spirit is locked. We know Fire is locked. We can't get into Shadow. Can't get into Water. That's about it.
it's just too many things being blocked by little things too. Not even like,
Yep, and doing well without ZL does always feel bad, but there are a decent amount of checks you can still do without ZL in there. There's the lobby chest.
That's pretty much everything except
What? They're like 4 or 5
4.
checks you can get without
4.
zeal.
There
4?
are 4 checks you can do without ZL. There's 4 checks without, but there are 4 checks you can do without. There's 4 checks you can do with ZL, but not bombs. There are 4 checks you can do, and then there are 4 checks you can't do without ZL, but with bombs. And
Is there anything in Ganon's castle that has opened up with what we've gotten?
We have a hook shot now, so we can check that first check in Shadow Trial.
Yep.
Oh,
So I'm gonna put my money on that one.
we can check Spirit
put my
Trial.
money.
We can check Spirit Trial because we have bomb shoes.
We can check Spirit with bomb shoes and hook shot because you need hook shot for that silver rupee. I'm gonna put it on that one check in the Shadow Trial. That's where I'm gonna guess.
I don't know the trials very well, so I can't tell you. I know we can't finish Fire Trial because we don't have gold. We can't touch Light Trial.
I don't think you ever touch Fire Trial. Does Fire Trial even have an item?
Actually, I don't think it does. You're right.
I don't think it does.
I know. I've only seen it a couple times because people have had to do trials.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does not have an item.
Someone in chat can correct this because trials are almost never on, so my brain does not actually.
They're technically not on here. It's just Ganon's castle is open, so the checks in there are open.
It's just one of those things I just don't know because no one does trials. Except like water. You do water trial, you do forest trial.
Also, I like how, just a funny comment here, of Phant and West0pher during the pause have kept their timers going, but Sloth and Spike haven't. I know it doesn't matter because the race keeps the timers. I just think it's really funny that 2 of them kept it going.
Light Shadow, can't do Light Trial because don't have gold gauntlets yet.
Yeah. Alright, well I see Spike and Phant moving.
I guess we got our unpause.
But I don't see West0pher and Sloth going yet. Okay, there's
West0pher and there's Sloth, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So we can do Summer Shadow Trial, we can do Spirit Trial, we can do Forest Trial.
Yeah, Spirit has 2 checks, and they can do
Light,
both
Shadow, and Forest all have, and Water Trial also has a chest.
Yeah, and they've already done the water checks, they've already done the forest checks.
I think Spirit Trial does have.
Yeah, Spirit Trial has the bomb chew one, and then one other one.
Silver Rupee, I believe.
Okay, so Sloth lost Discord.
Okay, that's what happened.
Alright, so we see Spike now heading off to Forest Temple. I guess it could still be here in Forest Temple. That was one of the areas we hadn't been discussing.
It's just out of logic if it's whatever is here.
It likely wouldn't be Ruto's or Scale here, but maybe they find another bow.
Or
a wallet. Out of logic. There's the boss key. Boss key is in the well.
That's kind of nice.
Huh. Yeah.
I love how we're just seeing so many skull tokens now, and it's just like, we don't need skull tokens.
I don't need those anymore. we see Phant still collecting the skull tokens.
It is definitely muscle memory.
Yep. Because he's at 32 even. It wasn't even just an accidental. Yeah, Toxic. That's probably the plan for the people in Forest right now is to go up to bow chest.
There was nothing in the circuit. You have enough keys. You run it. We do not have Minuet. Minuet.
We don't know where Minuet.
We know where Minuet can't be. Minuet can't be on Burning Cack or Prelude because Forest is fucking Manala.
So it's either in the graveyard or it's out in Ice Cavern. Those are the 2 spots Minuet can be.
I feel Minuet's on graveyard because
Ruto's is most likely not here at this point, or it can't be here actually. Ruto's can't be in
wallet
here. They're hoping to find a wallet
or a bow.
Or a bow. Out of logic wallet or bow is what they're hoping to find right now. Because they would be able to.
It could be an out of logic scale.
Yeah, but that doesn't really help them.
No.
That doesn't give them anything because they've already been in Zor, and they know what's on the They know what's on the underwater wallet. Wallet is currently locking a bow, a hammer, and iron boots. The bow, technically, it could not be wallet locked. There's a possibility that
There's another bow.
a bow is locking a wallet because there's a wallet out on 1500. We do see Phant heading out to the desert, which is one of the areas we have talked about, possibly having our progression, whatever it is. So when he is out here, he'll be able to check the top of Fortress, because he'll be able to Scarecrow Song and Hookshot over there, and then some early GTG checks.
Most of our GTG checks.
And this Song of Storms grotto right here.
I think it's actually most of our GTG. I think the only thing he can't get is Bowlock checks and Toilet.
Yes.
So 2 checks?
Oh yeah, because they have silvers. Yeah. So yeah, most of GTG is actually available to them right now.
Yeah, no foolish Away the Hero hints are in this setting.
Yeah, we get 3 guaranteed hints. They're always going to know what's on 30, what's on Big Goron, and what's on Frogs 2. And then there's 8 sometimes hints. Oh, and they'll also always know what's on OOT. That's always an always hint. Hover.
Oh, there's hovers.
Doesn't really get us much, but it's hovers. Yeah, it's. I think it. I'm gonna guess. Well, Ganon's Castle could still have it as well.
Yeah.
Ganon, we talked about. Ganon's Castle.
No, we don't
has
have a fire source. Never mind.
Holding it.
Don't have a fire source.
Yep, no fire sources.
Can't go further in the Vow Trial than that first chest. Never mind.
Yep, hovers, which do literally nothing for us right now.
Unless we find a fire.
Yeah, if we find
fire,
because we don't have a bow for fire arrows.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, with third strength, it opens up another. If they find gold, they're instantly going to Ganon's for all the checks in the light trial. Plus everything else they can do.
Oh, we can't do outside, never mind.
Yeah, we don't have
where's the scale? Where is this letter? Mostly, where's this letter?
Yeah, mostly where's the letter, but scale technically is logically required and should have been super early in the seed.
Logically.
But that's what you would expect to find it early. Oh, and Skull Mask. We see Sloth working on the Skull Mask check. We don't know what's on Skull Mask.
No one has been well yet, no.
Nope. Sloth is a child in Kakariko right now, so he might be dipping well. And he's heading towards the windmill. So Sloth is heading to well.
I actually just realized with hovers that does get us this check across. You could get this.
Well, they have free Scarecrow Song. They could have got the same.
Without using Scarecrow. That's where I was going with that one.
Oh yeah. It just makes this check even more in logic.
I don't like this.
So I mean, we have Phant and Sloth in the 2 most likely areas progression is. Phant going for the hook shot. Probably not remembering he just got hover boots and could have just ran across that gap.
I think he already had.
And that's just a skull token.
Hook shot on his C button, so he's like, fuck it.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. I think Spike's gonna go well.
Yeah, Spike's gonna go well. We have West0pher, I guess, just getting probably Big Goron Sword and just probably gonna kill King Dodongo because it needs to be done eventually. Also, I guess that one skull. No one's checked that one skull in here.
Yeah.
The back of staircase room. That still technically could be it.
I wonder if that's what Spike's gonna go do.
Yeah, 1500 is wallet. He does not have a bow. So can't go do horseback archery.
Yeah.
Heart container.
Yeah, no, like we're just gonna see 5 minutes of we're just gonna see like 2 minutes of retrieving on the trains.
Key, 2 keys so far, instantly dropping to the basement. That's a.
Gotta check the what the hell.
Haven't seen that route before.
Gotta check the what the hell. I've seen Barrel do that a lot.
Yeah.
Cause this, not in the turn itself. Yeah, no GTG membership itself. What I was thinking. So yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, at the moment, either Bo is locking Wallet or Wallet is locking
locking
Bo.
Bo.
We don't know which one.
It is whatever we find first. This
Ice
is
arrows. We got ice arrows.
I've not seen someone collecting the silver rupees in this room in quite some time.
Yeah. No one in the lead right now.
No one's in the lead.
It's
Hi, guys.
until someone finds the progression, it's pretty even at this point. We got people in different areas and what they're doing, but I'd say it's pretty even. It's whoever finds Bo
Letter
or
first.
Brutos, probably
It's letter,
Brutos.
Well,
Yeah,
Wallet, or Bo first. Whoever finds one of those three.
there's double magic.
That's
Spike just found double magic.
not useful, but nice.
Which is funny because Phant hasn't even picked up his first magic.
Phant can get that magic. So Phant at least has now the option of which magic.
Yeah, whichever one he's nearer.
He's probably gonna get the one in the river because a little faster.
Yeah, because first magic was in the Dompe race. Yeah, he'll get the river one. Alright, so far, Well and GTG have had nothing. I am still holding out for the single Shadow Child chest. There's the scale. Which, once again, doesn't get us anything. It just puts a lot of things in logic.
Actually, that can get us something. You can do some weird crap in the well with a scale. It's still not a logic, but you can do it.
That scale was well, that might point us in Phant is maybe more in the correct area right now, logically.
That might send Phant into well.
He's gonna finish out GTG.
Obviously. Nothing in the
Roar.
first win. Oh, that's actually really nice.
Domain has been checked.
Domain, yes.
Yeah. They chicken flew into domain.
Because chicken clipping is obviously.
Yeah. Both teams have cleaned out domain already.
I'm now much more excited because it's like
is that a bomb bag? That was a bomb bag.
He dropped down.
Yeah, that was not a wallet. That was a bomb bag.
Is a key. We're at 2 out of 9. 9. 9.
Was that a wallet? I see chimp. I'm pretty sure that was bomb bag. Yep, Phant muscle memory jumping down to the bow puzzle there, which he cannot do.
Like that's.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that.
It definitely looked like a bomb bag because it was not because the first wallet is the lighter color. And the shield.
And it also had like the silver band around it. We see Spike now heading into well. And we see West0pher heading out to Adult Spirit. So I guess just based off of where they're going, I guess Spike and Phant technically have a bit of an information lead with them split between... Oh no, he canceled Requiem. With having Phant already out in GTG, it looks like West0pher is going out that way right now. He decided to... Maybe he was thinking of reverse wastelanding instead, but then just realized riding the horse is probably quicker.
Yeah.
So they're very close. Essentially, Sloth has a slight information lead on Spike. There's Dins.
Dins. That gets us.
Dins in the well. That gets us.
That gets us the pot.
Yeah, that gets us pot.
That gets us pot.
That gets us Goron pot.
It looks like a nut. That's a nut.
We can't dip Shadow because we don't have Nocturne.
No Nocturne. If Pot has it, I'm fucking dying.
Pot without ZL.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's like such a
This would be disgusting. It does Wasteland as well. Yeah, so Riley and Toxic just brought up Wasteland. Top of we see Sloth going top of the lab, which is now, or West0pher, top of the lab.
It's,
Oh, okay, there you are.
come on. It's the top of the lab. It's the top of the lab. Come on. Let's see. Is it progression? No.
Nope. Gold token. Or no, gold ruby. Alright, so
still
Well had
either
done fire. That's all Well had. GTG has had the scale. So they've technically both had items, just not the ones we want. There's a bell. There's the bell.
We got it. We're good. We can go. That gets us a wallet.
That gets us a wallet, that gets us hammer, that gets us iron boots.
That gets us into
That-
water.
That gets us into so much. That, yeah. That was the funnel right there. It was GTG.
It's GTG. You still have to go
GTG.
into well. You still
Yes,
have
that bow is in logic. That bow is 100% in logic.
that bow is your first bow,
Yes, that bow is the first bow. The one in the shop was the second bow.
which means you definitely have to get the wallet off of horseback archery.
Phant had done nothing out of logic in GTG. Because he had hookshot, he had strength 2. Everything Phant did in there was in logic. And hammer.
Hammer is.
No, he doesn't have to. Even if he did save scum keys right side, they have. He did because he doesn't have Song of Time, but they have access to Song of Time, so they could get that right side in logic.
So
Hammer's in a shop. Hammer is in a shop.
Hammer's in a shop for
180, 145. The bow is 180. Yeah, Cac Bazaar has hammer. Market Potion Shop has iron boots.
I just noticed. Phant didn't check the lobby chest.
He didn't. He didn't shoot them. He might remember that he hasn't did that. Yeah,
Oh,
but
he
even
might,
if he did save scum the right side, it still technically is in logic. Because they have Song of Time. Even if he doesn't, they, as a collective team, have it. So, we're probably gonna see Sloth and West0pher or West0pher, West0roni, West0pher.
When we get the lens.
Yeah, we're gonna see them head out to GTG. I'm assuming right now he's on his horse.
What did we? I missed a lens somewhere.
I also missed the lens. The lens did a good job.
Hey, chat. Where was lens?
Oh, River Scrubs.
Oh, okay.
River Scrubs.
This was
Looking
like-
at the notes. We see Sloth committing to Skull Mask.
He's also gonna check treasure chest minigame here.
Oh, it was with
okay.
Double Magic.
Okay.
I
We
only
only
paid
saw Double
attention to the Double Magic. Well, that's treasure chest game.
Yeah, that's treasure chest minigame. Yeah, with this seed just was like, yeah, here you go. This seed was just like, here you go. You know what would be
Alright, so
cool?
yeah, Phant's getting his wallet.
You know what would be absolutely hilarious? If letters on 1,000.
We already saw 1,000 though.
We
It
did?
wasn't. Yeah, Phant's doing 1,500 right now.
Take it. It's on treasure chest minigame then. It's one of these. It's on something dumb. It's on
Yeah.
something dumb we're not gonna do.
Yeah, it could be on adult archery.
It could be. on
That's a place because now we have to think of what the bow unlocks. That's not Forest Temple because Forest is still not in logic. So it would not be there. Forest cannot have
It
Rutos.
could be fire.
It could be fire because we're about to go buy the hammer.
We can full clear fire now because we have a boat
Yes,
and a
we can.
hammer. Phant's
Yeah,
going back because he realized he didn't do lobby chest.
Well, and he can go do the bow puzzle.
Yeah.
So it was probably
God damn it.
he just more wanted the wallet, and then I guess dipped back in here.
It's
Or
also
he forgot and just remembered.
I hate you, chat. That's why I don't commentate for that team anymore. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys.
he's not gonna do the puzzle.
Honestly, don't blame him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It's
stop
one
looking at chat
check.
now. I'm gonna stop looking at chat now. Because I can just see it out of the corner of my eye, just the out of it already. Honestly, 4s would be really nice. 4s would be really nice because you can use it for shadow, you can use it for water. You can use it for water.
Yeah, West is doing GTG. Yeah, so they're gonna find that bow here. They're still very close in information. Spike and Phant have a slight lead, but not a ton. And there's still plenty of items that could hold them up.
Phant's gonna go grab his hammer right off the bat.
Yeah. Grab hammer, go do fire.
Fire.
Yeah. That fire has a ton of checks in it. It's a long one. Good for co-op if he's able to find the boss key. They already know some of the information. I don't remember which one of Spike or Phant went into fire already, but they do.
Phant.
I want to say Phant did. So Phant's already done half of fire.
Yeah, because Phant did the same play of dipping fire as West0pher?
Yeah, West0pher did it.
West0pher did earlier. It makes it a lot faster, it makes it a lot easier.
Alright. Does Skull Mask have Rutos? That if Skull Mask has Rutos, that honestly will throw West0pher and Sloth into the lead, because Spike and Phant haven't even started that trade sequence yet.
I honestly don't think it's on Skull Mask.
It could be though.
It could be, because it's early, but I'm also like, I'm thinking a scale might be on this though.
Let's see. It is a bomb bag.
That's all 3 bomb bags, man.
Yep, that is all 3 bomb bags. And it looks like with him putting on Dins and a bomb bag, Sloth is heading up to do the pop. Which we also speculated as being a really bad check where something could be.
I don't blame it, honestly, but I really
No.
It's not. Not tech.
Yeah, there's the lens and double magic. Phant's picking those up right now.
Fix it. That's his
Well,
magic.
it's single magic, yeah. And then he's going to fire.
Yeah. Where's our letter?
Yeah, so now letter. Letter is the big thing holding us up, because letter and light, right? Besides songs for go mode.
Letter, lights, long shot.
Long shot. Yep.
Master Truth is turned off in these settings because nobody wants to do all that just for it.
One check. Which you also have to do a bunch of other stuff before.
And you said no.
One check.
He said no.
It could be. I mean, GTG just could have had everything.
Also, Phant, shut up. Be quiet. Be quiet, Phant.
Okay, so we will make sure. Oh, there was Ruto. It was the Hammer Grotto in Death Mountain Crater.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank fucking God.
Phant, so we'll make sure we turn on that check for when you and Pi race, and make sure it's turned on, so you guys have to do Mask and Truth.
Toxic, please.
So yeah, so that's Ruto's. So yeah, that with it being there along the hammer, that gives, I think pretty clearly we can say Phant and Spike are now in the lead.
Yep, because they have letter. That gets them their ZL. We're about to get another dungeon done with both of them, with at least one of them. With
yeah,
Phant.
Spike's going to get his hammer right now. Well, Big Poe isn't that bad because it's turned on to you only need one. You don't have to get 10 of them. You only need one Big Poe.
Riley, don't beat me! Don't be mean, Riley.
Yeah, long shot, light arrows. I mean, Nocturne.
I forgot about Nocturne.
I mean, Nocturne at this point is. It could be on Prelude, so after we beat Forest. It can be Vanilla.
It could be vanilla.
It could be Vanilla. It could be out in Ice Cavern, or it can be in the Grave. It can be any of the 4 spots that we still need song.
Luckily, Minuet can only be 2 of those 4. You're honestly doing a coin flip for Minuet.
Yeah, well, we know Minuet can only be in 2 of those spots.
I was gonna say, you're doing a coin flip for Minuet. Also,
Spike just can probably collect the keys he needs and then grab Hammer. I wouldn't expect him to keep doing more, especially since Phant found the Ruto's letter already. Interesting to see where Sloth will go now.
yeah.
I mean, best thing would be if he just starts heading out to GTG. There's the scale. They just found their scale. But I mean,
let's go do GTG. Go follow your partner into GTG.
I mean, they don't know the bow's there yet.
But just follow.
So maybe he'll start heading up into Ganon's.
Maybe. We'll see. I want to turn on my fan, but I also don't want to get up to do it. I'm starting to get actually really warm in my room. And that's bad. But I don't want to pass out from heat exhaustion.
No, let's not force all dungeons every seed.
No, just like only when you do it. If you want to force all dungeons every seed, just have Star roll them every time.
That's true. Or just turn your bridge requirement to all dungeons. There's an option for that.
Oh yeah, there is an option for that.
So yeah, Sloth went up into Ganon's Castle to do the bad checks that we discussed. Could have it.
I mean, all seas can sub 4. There's just some seas that just don't.
So I mean, for Sloth and West, the long shot or something, well, really the long shot being in Ganon's Castle would kind of bring them back into the race a bit.
Just the
Because I don't see Spike and
the wallet can also bring them back.
yeah, because then they don't have to do 1500. It's really long shot because Spike and Phant probably would not check this for a while. And with them kind of, they're behind on, they're about to grab their bow right here. There it is.
Yeah, Spike's gonna check statue, I think.
Yeah, or just get more keys to check deeper in the maze.
Pretty sure that's a key.
Nope, he's just got the statue. Unless that wasn't a key. I would assume just go into statue. Not worry about center. Especially because they don't have toilet access. Well, I mean, they have access to it and by Iron Boot. So actually, toilet is in logic.
I don't know if it's a key or not.
Yeah. I wasn't keeping count of the keys.
We also haven't been deep enough in the maze to tell you if it's a key or not.
Yeah.
This will tell us if it's a key or not. Toilet is...
I think it's a key at that point. I guess it depends on what's on statue.
Oh yeah, statue will actually tell us, I think.
Yeah.
If
statue's an item, then it's a key. I think if statue's a key, then it's an item. Or flip it around. Whatever statue is, toilet's the other one. Fan dropping furores and fire?
Don't blame. Where's he at? Where did he drop forwards? Oh wait, where did he drop forwards actually?
Up at I think he has boss. So he's just gonna go kill Vavasia. And possibly leave after that. He dropped it up in the room where you the room with the very skinny pathway that you have to cross.
Yeah, that's like that'll get to him to go across top of the base, so that makes sense.
Yeah, kill boss, and I don't even know if he would dive deeper right now.
Don't think
Or
he didn't have a key, so he kind of asked.
he has 2 keys, I thought.
Oh, see? No key.
Oh.
No key count on the Phant sword.
Maybe
He
I was
has to
looking
kill
for it.
Roger to go deeper.
Yeah.
Roger has a small key here. And since we know what Pierre is, this.
Yeah, because we know Pierre has nothing.
Yeah.
But there is a skull still up at Pierre.
Yeah.
So it is still worth going up there.
I love this little bomb shot.
Yeah, no. The bomb tube version.
Spike had a little issue with his aiming.
Alright, so yeah, this is 2 checks that the bow thing locks. So let's see. Skull. Well, no, there's one more shot. Whatever's up here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the key input. Alright, so GTG's cleared out now. As far as we know. I think
And
Spike and
we
Phant
saw
know it.
I would do
West getting his wallet. Yeah, so Spike just has to finish clearing out the maze. Because Phant did not finish the maze.
Yeah, we saw what center chest is. There's nothing there. That's why I was like, center chest. Center chest was a bundle of arrows.
Yeah, and this will also tell them that toilet is a key.
They figured out toilet's a key. They know, like, GTG logic, at least it's a whole lot easier to figure out than a certain other temple that's out this direction.
Spirit temple?
Yep.
The 7-page document to figure out spirit temple logic?
God, I didn't read that document. I tried reading it. I did try reading it. I did try it. We were trying to figure out if something was 3 keys locked or if it was something odd. Turns out, yes, it was 3 keys locked. It's also an odd other requirement, and we were just like, I give up. I will be right back because I believe it's just some repeat checks now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom because Suki and Takoka gotta go through here.
No worries.
Right back.
Yeah. We do see West0pher Mido jumping again. 2nd time jumping over Mido. So he's gonna head off. He's gonna finish off Forest. We see Phant Mido jumping as well to head out to Forest. We're just gonna see some dungeon clearing at this point. Long shot is the last thing that's really locking us. And wherever Nocturne is, but Nocturne can only be so many places. Yeah. Where is long shot? Because light arrows, we can get the hint. We're not going to worry about light arrows and finding them. Ganon will tell us. Well, he came straight to Forest after beating GTG, and he's already cleared out half of it. Yep, go mode long shot. Gotta love it, because what long shot only locks Morpha. Does long shot lock any other checks besides Morpha technically if you already have opponents? So just the fact that yeah, while it was on 1500, both teams have that now. Yeah. No. So Sloth is grabbing his 1500 right now. Spike is heading out to get his Oh, yeah, so Spike grabbed his bow and he did not do 1500. That's what you guys are talking about. Yeah. So yeah, Spike forgot to do his 1500 while he was out here. Which is fine. Honestly, he can, he needs to do the Song of Storms grotto here as well, I believe. Oh, no, he already did that. He got his. He could head out to Wasteland if he wanted. Oh my god, so there was a bow-locked bow in Forest Temple. No, I don't believe Spike picked up Furores. No, because that was in the back room. I don't know, we'll have to wait until he goes in his menu. That's the third bow? Yeah, because the other bow was yeah, I'm pretty sure he picked up Furores when because he was in for it. Yeah, thank you, chat, for confirming. That would have been a weird one for him to skip. So yeah, so we know where all 3 bows are now. We don't know where the other wallets are. Yeah, the like room locked behind the silver gauntlets. So I was like, I'm pretty sure. Well, for Spike's tracker, well, the trackers you see on the restream, those are being done by our amazing trackers, which, let me get their names so I can shout them out properly. There we go. Yes, thank you, Silver Gauntlet. So yes, our trackers today are Purple, Star, Diesler, and Winnie. They are doing the tracking for you, so the trackers you see on screen, they are doing that. So that's them watching and updating them. If you have Spike's stream up, his personal tracker doesn't even have Furores Wind as an option on it. So,
so he does have it as an option. It is combined with his Din's Fire. He just hasn't marked it.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, hi, I'm back.
I actually didn't know that you could mark Din's Fire to also have Furores Wind, because I used that same tracker.
Yeah, so you click it once, you get Din's, click it again, you get Furores. Click it a third time, you get them combined.
Yeah. I just thought because it was, oh, it's Furores, you don't ever really need it. You never really tracked it.
No, trust and believe. It's one of those things that can be unlogic for a singular skull. I've seen that skull happen once. And it was hilarious.
In this case, yes, Adult's Wallet was required for Go mode because we have items in the shops that cost more than 99 rupees. The only time Wallet would be required for Go mode, well, I guess logically, if you have Fire Temple, it's always technically logically required.
Unless you find a Goron tunic.
Unless you find the tunic. But we have shop sanity on, which means there's items randomly in the shops for random prices. So if something's over 99 rupees, then yes, it is required to get one wallet. If it's over 200 rupees, then you need the second wallet.
So
and then we also have the Tycoon's wallet which gets you up to 999 rupees. But
very rarely do you ever need that wallet.
Yeah, that would be bad luck if you needed that.
So yeah, the boots are also the same way on the same tracker where one click is
I
hovers.
knew the boot.
Yeah,
I
it's
knew
one click
the
is boots, one click is hovers, one click is irons.
But
third
like
click
the
is
boots
both.
one makes sense because hovers and irons are both required.
So Furores Wind can be logically required for a singular skull in Water Temple if you don't find a long shot for it.
Okay.
It is the oddest skull to ever need, because 95% of the time you have long shot going to that skull in Rando.
Oh yeah, you missed that, Sheepy. If you saw Phant found the bow-locked bow in Forest Temple.
I just saw that. That's funny.
We saw that one from West while you were out. Interesting that Sloth is following West in Forest right now instead of going to Fire. or Spirit or any of the other. Well, I guess no.
Well,
Spirit
was
were
Zio locked? He knows
were
that.
ZL locked. They also don't know where Letter is, so I guess that's only Spike and Phant have that information.
Yeah. So.
I wouldn't be surprised if we just see Spike. Did he pick up the letter and leaving, or is he?
Yeah, he picked up the
going
letter.
to Forest. Okay.
He grabbed his letter, and I believe he's gonna follow into Forest.
He could have just gone in and beat Fire because they know where the boss key is, but Forest is a much longer dungeon because it's very linear, unlike Fire, where if you know where the keys are, you can skip a decent amount of it.
Yep.
Which at this point they do, because Phant has gone through it enough. They will know where the keys are. So going and following into Forest is not the worst idea.
Since Phant's so pretty much.
Yes, Spike and Phant have been in bottom of the well. I believe it was Spike. Spike went in bottom well. Yeah.
Spike led it while Phant was in GTG.
Yeah.
Phant went right behind him to grab Scale, Dins.
Yeah, so Scale and Bo were in GTG, Dins was in well.
There we go.
Some bomb shoes up there. So yeah, Forest has had nothing, but I mean...
Oh god, I just saw Phant's counts. It was just like, oh, that's...
At this point, most of these dungeons aren't going to have a lot. Yeah, Phant hasn't done well yet. He hasn't been a child since Spike found
oh yeah, but
that.
he knows.
He knows it's there. They don't have Nocturne yet, so he's not going to rush getting Dins at the moment. There's no point until they know where Nocturne is. It's more important clearing out Forest. Why all the teams are focusing this right now is because it is the Forest Medallion, which means it gives us a song, which very much could be Nocturne, which is our last required song. Because we know where ZL is, they just have to go beat Jabu, which right now, Phant and Spike know how to beat Jabu. They know where Letter is. West and Sloth have not found that yet.
Yeah.
So that was in the Hammer Grotto in Death Mountain Crater.
Yep.
So we actually have all 4 racers in Forest Temple at the moment. They know ZL is actually on the Ocarina of Time. So when Zelda throws the Ocarina, they know it's there, so they have to beat the child dungeons, which the last one they have to beat right now is Jabu, which is vanilla, and it was hinted.
It's actually kind of funny how the C was just like, yeah, I know you like vanilla. Here you go. Like, here's a lot of vanilla.
Yep.
Why are you
Spirit
giving me so much vanilla?
Vanilla Spirit. Fire and Water just switched with each other. They traded for the day. Forest, vanilla.
Vanilla.
Deku, vanilla. Jabu, vanilla.
Vanilla. Just a lot of vanilla. For the Silver Gauntlet subs, post that emote. Polly, get out. Honestly,
I mean, it would only be Phant who would have rushed Jabu at this point. But I mean, you can beat Forest without ZL. It's not required here.
That's probably why he's rushing.
So you might as well get it while you're an adult versus going
song.
child, going back, and you get that song, which could be a helpful warp song.
Honestly, getting what's on Prelude, because you gotta go back child anyway. So get your Forest Medallion, get the song, because you ain't going back anytime soon to the temple. So get your song, figure out, see if it's Nocturne. If it's Nocturne, then you're like, okay, I can really make this real nice when I come back adult again after finish job. After finish job and get my ZL, because I'm not coming back child at this point. You don't need to be back child.
I mean, it does make sense, Shrimp, what you're saying of getting ZL going Spirit instead of both going Forest. I think the logic is possibly thinking Nocturne could be tied to the Forest Medallion, and then you're already here, you got Bow. They were near the shortcut. All of them were near the shortcut when they came up here. So the routing, they didn't have to go like a long way to get here. I guess they have Bolero, so they can always get to the shortcut quickly.
It's also the fact of Jabu's the last child thing to do.
What song did West just get? I had looked after he played the song.
Nocturne.
Nocturne?
Nocturne.
Okay. So yes. No, Serenade.
Nocturne. No, Serenade.
Serenade.
So
It
this
is
makes
Serenade.
getting to
It
water
was Serenade.
temple faster.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read his tracker like the wrong. I'm like,
I can't really see his tracker.
I can read it barely. Oh, that's Bolero. I can't count notes.
But I looked over at notes and didn't say anything as well. So I mean, I that's what I would say the logic is there. I don't know why they didn't split, but
I
that's
get it,
the logic.
because with in this case, it like I said, you get the song, and because Spike has dins and hovers, he can start Shadow Temple once he gets knocked. But if in this case he has the wallet, so he can go get his iron. He can just go get the rubies, get his iron boots, go in the water.
I mean, they have the graveyard, which right now is either Minuet or
Nocturne.
possibly Nocturne. Serenade is still out there as well.
Ice Cavern's still out there. Serenade. We have Serenade.
Oh yeah, the Serenade check. Which is
There you go.
That's what I meant. I saw the word Serenade. And I'm like, Serenade. Yeah, the Ice Cavern, where you get Serenade normally, is out there as a song check. But also Nocturne could very much just be vanilla, which means you have to beat Forest to get it anyway.
I'm also wondering if after Forest, Spike's gonna go Fire since Phant's already done that.
It's either that or he'll buy his iron boots and jump into water without the long shot.
Hope he gets long shot in there. See what he. Check those first two.
Phant's gonna head out. Or Phant could do that, because he's already beat Fire. He can jump into water and Spike head off to Jabu, because Spike's also already progressed Spirit a bit.
Both have done Child Spirit, I believe.
But Spike has done, I mean, not much in Adult, but the little
he found
bit
out
of
they were
Adult he
ZL
could. Yeah.
Immediately, so. There is West0pher getting their... Ruto, thank you. I was like, name.
Yeah, so they now have that knowledge. Yeah, West just got Ruto's. Yeah, now we'll see what they do. He's probably gonna go finish off Fire right now because he's right here. Yep, that looks exactly what West is doing.
I figure the reason why I'm figuring Spike could do the rupee farming because he's at a higher number than Phant coming out of the forest.
But to be fair, it's also easier to rupee farm as a child.
True. We'll see what they do.
Going Jabu, jump up the chains, get the money for iron boots while you're a child.
You need to get the iron boots as a child anyway.
That's true, because iron boots are
in the post in the market.
So never mind. Go child, get Jabu, and buy the boots.
Alright. Well, actually, better idea, because with now that I think about it,
I mean, I would check Graveyard for the song.
Phant going child after he finishes Forest means he can chain jump, buy his irons, go to Jabu as he's coming back to adult. He can just dungeon chain.
Well, he also still needs to jump in the bottom of the belt.
True. Like so he'll probably combine those together then.
Yeah, so Phant has more child stuff.
And luckily that'll clean up his child too. Because since that's all you have left of child is getting your dens from well.
Yeah, so they'll be done with child once they're done with child. Nothing left there, and buying boots. And yeah, Three Ducks, the music shuffle mix for some entertaining situations. One of my favorites is the Ganon boss fight music in Hyrule Field.
I love sad cow music on Ganon Fight though.
Oh, that is great.
Give me sad cow music on Ganon Fight, or give me death. Like minigame, sad cows race.
So Phant, yeah, Phant's going child. There's the Serenade. Yeah, so Phant, probably while he's getting his dins, I'd assume he's going to be the one that's going to check the grave. Song and torches can both be checked.
Once he gets ZL.
Yeah, so once he gets ZL,
He could be able
then
to
go pick up his dins and get those checks. Knock could be an ice. That is still a potential. It's either Ice Temple, not Ice Temple, Ice Cavern. It's vanilla, which with how this seed is, I'm gonna put my money on the vanilla Nocturne. Or it's in the Sun Song Grave.
It could just be vanilla. It could just be vanilla. Please don't be vanilla.
Forest, Fire, Water, get Nocturne. As vanilla as it can get.
Just all that vanilla.
Weep is the best low health sound.
Weep is the best low heart sound because it doesn't throw you off. Though the timer beat is interesting as a low heart noise. Simply because if you're not like, you just like hear in the background, you're like, okay, timer's going off. Then you actually have to look like, wait, but I'm not in the area where I would have a timer. So like it makes that interesting. The worst sound, however, will forever be Wolfos. I don't remember who had it as a low heart noise one time on Restream, but I remember begging for that to be stopped.
Alright, so we got Spike also going child, which means he's probably just get his iron boots, or he might just clear out Jabu as well right now. He's going Serenade. He's going Jabu as well. But yeah, he needs to buy.
Or I think he might just be turning in the letter.
No, he has to beat Jabu.
True, but...
So it would just make sense. Just clear Jabu while you're here.
I don't mind Redead Scream. It's not my favorite. A good so
it is longer than Link to the Past. We'll just say that in general.
A good Zooter Seed is on these settings 2-3 hours. 4 at the absolute worst.
For solo, the best Zelda speed or Zooter players, which we have 4 of them here now. Solo can do a lot of the seeds around 3 hours, kind of give or take depending on how the seed plays. If it's a bad one,
4 at the absolute worst.
Yeah, I'd say 3 is kind of the benchmark. If it's a good seed, it will go below 3, go down towards the 2-hour mark. If it's a bad seed, it will go to 4. Yeah, I've seen minus 2 hours.
We've seen some sub 2.
Yeah. So Star is bringing it up. West was number 20 seed in the season 3 tournament bracket, and Spike was the 24th seed in the season 2 solo bracket. So yeah, they can consistently get 3 hours or less on solo seeds. If you're trying one out yourself, it's gonna take longer, just because you gotta kind of learn where everything is and the routing of it all. But these players have it down. They can do most seeds sub 3 hours on their own, unless something's really bad.
KD.
Yeah.
For Nocturne.
If it's all dungeons, which like this one is, you would expect 3 hours on a solo seed. Co-op can cut that down. So So like we might still see a sub 3 hour co-op here, depending on where Longshot is, because of the sharing information. Yeah, what Star just said, co-ops cut down on the time a bit, so because you're not the only person hunting for stuff.
And you can split tricks quite nicely too.
Irons are in a shop. Irons are in the market potion shop.
Yep.
For 145 rupees. Yeah, but we do have the wallet, so then they just need to jump on the chains until they get the money for it at this point. Yeah, just one of the reasons why Zooter is just a bit longer than Link to the Past is just the size. It's just a bigger game. There's more area to cover. There's more checks overall as well.
A typical Zooter seed is a bad cross keys.
Dude, I even saw, if we're just talking about timing of randos, I saw a major mask randos that sometimes can be under 2 hours now. I watched a sub 2 hour MM rando the other day.
Jesus, sub 2 for MM rando?
Yeah, it was in the tourney qualifier for MM. It was a sub 2 seed.
Who did it? That sounds like...
I don't know quite the number of checks, Hooligan. I don't know.
For...
like what the number of checks for OG is.
256, I believe.
There you go. And is that without Skull Sanity?
That is without scrubs, skulls, or shops. Yes. That is
So
without
3,
our
yeah.
sanities. So
There you go.
256, I believe.
Star with the answer in chat. It's like 350 on this because we have the skulls in there.
Here we have the dungeon tokens. It's dungeon tokens sanity.
Shop
And-
Sanity. Scrub Sanity.
And scrub sanity, it bumps up the number because of the amount.
I mean, if all those are turned off, it's not as big of a difference between the checks, but it is still just slightly more.
For MM. I can do this all.
Yeah, we see West went all the way into fire. We definitely did not see Phant go this deep into fire. So if Longshot is way up here, Phant did drop Furore so he can get back here quickly. But he did bail before that. Oh, nice Star.
I actually do not remember how many checks are in Majora's Mask window because of how much is, just turned on.
Yeah.
And
I don't
does not
remember
have
the
a
exact
setting.
number, but I know when watching it, they said like sub 2s have just started happening from like the top runners there, but they are starting to happen, which is crazy with kind of just the way that game can be.
With no couples mask, that kind of does make that a lot easier. No couples mask, and if you just roll until you don't get anything on Zora eggs.
Yeah, which they didn't. That seed definitely did not. It was a jet seed. It was the equivalent of the jet Zooter seed, where just everything linked into everything, and you didn't really have to search for anything.
That's always nice.
No, it was whatever that check was gave Phant those rubies. So when he opened up the chest, I believe he was opening up the chest in that room. It just gave him rupees.
Ruto just happened to be
It may
close
have
by.
looked like Ruto because the way the camera angle was, but yeah, it was whatever was in the chest.
Luckily with Phant
And also
leading
Spike
this,
and yeah, they also have their rupees to buy iron boots because of that.
with Phant leading this, it means Spike can skip checks a little bit. Because he's like, oh,
slightly.
okay, I only have to kill this typical, but I want to actually
think
drop the
they
chest.
split pathways there.
A little bit.
I think one went one way, one went the other to tell where the checks were. And then I think that's why Phant went back to get the big rupee, because Spike already had that money. So I'm guessing they split the pathway, and Spike told him, "Hey, the rupees are here."
That way you don't have to chain jump.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah,
Yes.
that's the nice part of splitting up the checks. Is you
Yes,
can
Polly.
communicate that.
But... Huh. That is an interesting question listening to Spike and Phant's comms.
Whoa.
Can bomb choose damage Baronade?
I don't know.
I was like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone. Okay, no? Okay.
Yes, Zora Sapphire is not alive today. It is actually the Zora Sapphire we are getting.
That was always something I was curious about. I was like, I know I've seen pot strats.
I still think it's funny that but then anything can damage Ganon. Basically anything. Because I'm pretty sure bombs even can damage Ganon because one of the pillars that can break gives you a bomb refill. So if you're trying bomb strats on Ganon,
I don't know why you'd be trying bomb strats on Ganon.
I think we had this conversation, I think it was me and Star last time we were commentating. It's just that Nintendo probably thought, hey, kids are gonna try anything once we take that Master Sword away from them. So we.
Good point. Good point.
Because it's just the pillars he breaks. One gives you hearts, which makes sense. One fills your magic, which okay. And then there's one that gives bombs, and it's just why is there a bomb refill here?
Okay. I'd have thought a nut refill rather than a bomb refill, but I guess I guess they kind of figure
people would
kids...
try bombs before nuts.
Because they're like, oh, nuts don't actually damage, so what's the point?
Who used Deku Nuts when they were a kid playing this game? Who realized how good Deku Nuts were as a kid? I know I didn't.
I didn't either. Deku Nuts was one of those things, you had them, I knew they stunned, I didn't realize they stunned everything.
Or did damage to things.
It was just
if someone told me they knew how good Deku Nuts were as a kid, I don't know if I'd believe them. Because why would you use them? Playing this on N64 when N64 was the modern console.
That convinces a lot of people because a lot of them started that old.
Well, okay. Playing it before you read the good strat. Let's go with that.
Okay. Oh, I can just refresh the video.
Exactly. As a kid, nuts and sticks equaled bad.
I used sticks. I didn't know they were that powerful, but I definitely used sticks.
Yeah, I mean, I've used. Oh, there's light arrows. Jabu swallowed the light arrows. So now we really
now you
are
don't have to play for the hint.
Yeah. So no glow mode today.
Because I already had the stick out, and I didn't want to put it away for the sword. It was legitimately, I already had the stick out, and I was too lazy.
Alright, well now we have access to ZL.
This was...
And getting Serenade, which was off of Beating Forest, gives them quick transport over to Hyrule Castle as well.
Yeah. Take the owl, drop you right in the cutscene.
Yep.
Just flop.
It'd be funny if the owl was flying in the cutscene if you took him into that.
That'd be
like it was a little Easter egg and you could just see him flying in the background away.
Polly!
Right there, he's just flying in the sky.
Just sudden owl.
Yeah. So
I mean, it makes sense because owls are nocturnal.
Yeah, Phant does need to go get his Din's Fire here. While he's a kid.
He can also check the rest of well with that.
He can check the rest of well with that.
Honestly,
we are still hunting Longshot.
That might be what Phant does. Is just
Yeah.
check the rest of well.
And get the song in the grave. Yeah, he's heading
Phant.
right over there. They also haven't checked chickens, but I would be surprised if they stopped to check chickens at this point.
Oh yeah, they haven't checked chick.
Yeah, we know chickens is nothing, but they have
I
not
just
checked it.
realized. I kind of hope Phant goes through the rest of it because he has the L, but like. I would do ZL checks.
I would do ZL check, yeah. And Spike's making the call. He's grabbing his boots and he's probably going adult.
Back
I would
adult.
assume he's gonna finish off Spirit Temple first.
Finish Spirit. Because he has the boss key.
And I mean, he goes and finishes Spirit while Phant does the last of the child checks here. And if Longshot is child, then he just quickly goes grabs Longshot. But otherwise, he's doing Spirit, then he probably dips. He still needs to beat Fire, so he'll go finish Fire.
Or he dips in the water.
Because they
Or
still
he
are
goes
looking for
Shadow.
Nocturne. They need
Or he
Nocturne.
goes Shadow and just clear that out. Because Shadow sucks.
Yeah, but they have to find the song.
True.
So they need Longshot in order to get whatever's on Burning Cat. They can go get whatever is in the graveyard and whatever is in Ice Cavern at this point.
Honestly,
Maybe-
wouldn't be surprised if Spike goes adult graveyard first. Or he's in Spirit.
He's going Spirit. Yeah. No, I think because Phant's already in CAC here, doing
He
well,
might.
he'll just go check that song after well.
I hope
And
he does.
Spike maybe goes Ice Cavern if it's not there.
So I want.
Because they need Longshot otherwise. And I guess we've been talking mostly about Spike and Phant here because they are in the lead doing the newer stuff and kind of finding the things we don't know. But we will talk about Sloth and West. We see them both in Jabu right now. Just kind of finishing up Jabu.
Phant's playing Zio.
Yep. Well, yeah, it makes sense to check what's here. Since Longshot can be literally anywhere right now.
Yeah.
Of the checks that are left. Because the only place it can't be is on Morpha.
Yep.
That's the only spot the Longshot cannot be other than the hinted locations we already know it's not.
There's the
Giant's
wallet.
Could they have gotten that one before horseback archery?
Nope. Because you cannot touch that chest as a child. It's just a scale.
Well, no, but they could have beaten Jabu. Oh no, because they had it by hammer. Never mind. Yep.
Hammer.
Letter. Yep. So that was. Yep. That was a locked wallet.
That is a wallet. Huh. Your wallet locked Zio, which locked the wallet in the well.
Yep. A lot of things locking each other. Because we got the bow locked bow in Forest.
Bow locked wallet locked bow in the shop. Ugh.
Yep, that's true too.
Don't say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, what is nice for Phant, he does know right where he has to do stuff. So playing like ZL to drop the water, he only has to do those checks besides grabbing Dins.
Yeah, he said he wasn't gonna do dead hand, which I don't blame him because dead hand does.
Yeah, they're only looking for one item at that point. If it's on dead hand, that's just bad.
Well. They like with Phant. At least it'll be faster for Phant to go and get dead hand because he's already played ZL to drain the water.
Yeah, but I mean at this point you play towards item density, and
you clear the rest
checks,
of your dungeons.
Yeah, those 2 checks in the back of
well,
the only way like I could see him maybe thinking about dead hand is if this is not Nocturne. There's golds also, by the way, on the torch chest and Spirit. So that opens up more locations for ZL to be, or not ZL,
Long shot.
for long shot to be.
Don't like that.
Yep,
Don't like
gold.
that.
No longer the silver gauntlet, now the gold gauntlet. Yep, long shot could be on Yeet Rock. Either of them, the one in Ganon's castle or the one outside.
Be on Yeet Rock.
Also, all the fairy fountains are now in Logic because we have ZL.
So many fucking fairy fountains. There's so many fairy fountains.
Yep.
It's so weird how you don't realize how
lot of
much
location for this long shot.
that is Sloth getting their light.
Yeah, so Sloth now, he has all the child stuff finished up unless he wants to go clear out the rest of Well.
He just has those 2 dead hand checks.
Because in these settings, the bridge to Ganon's castle is already open and the trials are off. So they can just walk into the trials. There's Nocturne. The Nocturne
So yeah,
was
you
in
can
the
come back
graveyard.
easier for this.
Yeah. So open bridge means they can walk into Ganon's castle whenever they want. So the stuff that they can just access right away, they've already done a lot of that. But the biggest amount of checks in Ganon's castle is in the light trial, which you need the gold gauntlets to access. So that's why I said like it opens up a ton of spots, because that's what, 7 checks gold gauntlets open, 7 or 8, I believe.
How many are in...
Between
Hey Dylan, how many checks are in light trial?
no, so the medallions give them Ganon's boss key. So they can go all the way up to the boss key door in Ganon's castle. 8. Okay. So I was right with my 7 or 8.
So 9 checks then, because
Yeah, 9
you
checks
count the bank.
overall, 8 from just that trial.
I was like, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need them all.
Yeah, so so 3 decks, because you were asking about just kind of regular Zooter earlier, that wouldn't normally be on. If you were doing like your solo seed, you probably would not play with open bridge. The weekly settings don't have open bridge. That's here for this co-op tournament because it just adds in some more variety in pathing. It gives the teams more options to kind of route and split up some stuff. That's one of the reasons that the bridge is open for this tournament in particular. But if you watch kind of a solo seed or some other people just playing Zooter, you probably would not see them going to Ganon's castle.
Just watch any of the weeklies.
Yeah.
And you'll get what is a typical solo. Which will have 30, 40, 50 on both horseback archery. One
Right,
big
so
pole.
new check coming from Sloth, the fairy fountain outside of Hyrule Castle. This is a new check for all of us.
Yes.
It's a heart container.
And Phant's going in this to Shadow.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. He can clear out Shadow.
And
Yes,
like,
everything to
honestly,
beat
with
this
him,
temple. You have Spike and Spirit, clearing out Spirit. Finish out Shadow. Then, I mean, they're just on the hunt
it's
for
just a long shot.
so it makes sense to split the 2 dungeons they have left between the 2 of them. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Spike just go to Shadow right after he finishes Spirit. Yeah, Shadow makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, Spike needs to finish Fire. I keep forgetting Spike has not finished Fire. Yeah. Depending on if long shot's found in here or not. Because Fire's gonna be quick, because he's gonna know right where the keys are because of
He
the
knows where
notes.
keys are. He knows where.
Boss key is. He
Boss
doesn't
key
have
is
to go super deep. Kind of, I believe Boss key was like mid Fire Temple.
Yeah. So light arrow cutscene can be changed.
Yeah, light arrow cutscene is the boss key.
So yeah, so
Just
light
with
arrow
all
cutscene
medallions?
is actually now set to all medallions, which gives you the Ganon Castle boss key.
So
light,
technically you just know what's on it from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it is still a check.
It's just a guaranteed check.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed check, and the settings just have it so it requires all 6, not just Shadow and Spirit.
Because you can set the
Because
bridge
if
to
it
do a lot of
required
things.
just Shadow and Spirit, then obviously we would only have to beat just those 2 dungeons.
And be lazy about it.
Yeah.
Unless you have your brain set to shadows to vanilla requirements, which is Shadow Spirit and Light Air.
Yep. Alright, so Sloth is going on a very fast quest right now.
Don't blame them.
West is probably going to check the get the song, get Nocturne from the graveyard.
Maybe do this deal
and
check.
maybe clear out the well.
Oh, fire arrows up there.
Yeah.
Up on a Spirit Child side.
Those are useless at this point because we already have Dins. Irons are in
shop.
Yeah, Market Bazaar. No, Market Potion Shop.
Market Potion Shop for 145.
Yeah, so what? West is grabbing the song. He's grabbing Nocturne.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't be surprised if we see essentially West and Sloth do the same split at this point, because we now see Sloth up in Spirit Temple. I wouldn't be surprised once West picks up Nocturne here to see him go Adult and head into Shadow. So it's actually, they are still like a little bit behind in these dungeons, but it's not that big of a gap. Like if long shot's just in a random spot somewhere and we get to a long shot hunt here at the end of the game, once they clear out Shadow, once they clear out Spirit, once they do everything they can do in water,
so the options are Water, Shadow, Storm's Grotto,
Ice Cavern.
Ice Cavern, Dead Hand.
Dead Hand, Wasteland.
Wasteland. Oh god, Wasteland.
A fairy fountain somewhere. That's another option.
Yeah. Hey, Hell Knight, are you around? Don't remember from mod or any of the mods. Can we get a bet for long shot? Can we do bets on here? No. Can't do bets on here, can we?
I mean, we could just have people start making their guesses.
Hey, chat.
Nope. There it is.
There we go. Hey.
Where's the long shot? Start making your bet.
Dead hand.
Yeah,
it's
like
the dead hand chest, not the one behind, not the invisible chest. It's the dead hand chest.
we already know Deep Fire is.
No, we don't.
Actually, I guess yeah. The very
We have not been any of those skulls near Pierre.
Yeah, no, we saw West did the skull near Pierre, but I don't know if he went all the way. I thought he went all the way. I'm pretty sure we've seen all the way.
Lex, be quiet.
I am gonna put my bet on Wasteland.
I'm betting Dead Hand.
See a couple Water Temple bets.
I'm betting Dead Hand. I'm not telling you which Dead Hand, but it's Dead Hand. I'm just gonna go with Dead Hand at this point. Oh, that's what happened. Yikes.
As we see Spike battling Twin Rover here, it is another fun fact about the Spike and Phant team. They are 2/3 of the multi-role team, the Sexy Gomas. Just missing Nuclear Reaction in there to be the third member.
She is currently doing a Triforce hunt.
Yes, she is.
With her community.
But that is, just had to mention that as Spike comes up on the Sexy Goma fight. That team was named for. Oh yeah, a light trial. We forgot to completely mention that.
No, we mentioned light trial.
I think when we were reviewing the bets, we forgot to mention
Shadow trial.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure Sloth did the single check in Shadow trial.
He didn't go the other one.
Yeah, but he's done the single.
Okay, Spike.
Took that extra shot before going to.
He got hit, but I guess just enough of the beam hit his shield. It's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you that.
It works. We take them.
We take those.
And yes, Nightbot, that's a good time to talk about this. Yes, so the next restream between Keltland Crusaders of I Ate Your Pie and Phant, another wildcard team, and the I Alpha Gamers, Goomba and Riley, will be on the Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is the next Zooter co-op stream. We know Toilet's dead. Toilet is a key.
Yep. So no, we have seen Phant was in here earlier. I don't know if it's still in here. I am making sure to pronounce that L appropriately because I hate his fucking name. And Riley and Gooper were also in here.
Yeah. They did take 5th.
We had to disqualify a team.
Yes, so they got bumped up to 4th place and now got into the bracket stage. As Todd say, I had a ton of fun commenting Keltland Crusaders' one group victory win where it was the 50-50 coin flip of Skull Mask versus Skull Kid. So that will be an entertaining stream as well. Pie and Phant, always entertaining. Goomba Riley, extremely good team as well. Yeah. Don't miss that on Monday.
Could be a good team. Also, there is a donation goal going on. I believe it's for $250. 250? Is it 200 or 250?
There it is.
250. I was right the first time. Stream sniping and using banned tricks is how you can cheat. But that's not what happened this time.
Don't worry about how they got DQ'd.
Just know that there's a team.
Let's focus on the teams that are in.
But yes, there is a donation goal, as I was mentioning, as we're kind of having people run around. And I don't think we've seen it check just yet.
Yeah, I mean, besides Shadow Temple, with Phant right now, we're doing the same checks we already know.
Yeah. But for I don't think he wasn't in this for that. But
yeah. Back to
donation go. Pictionary spoiler log race at $250 with bits and subs. As you can see that Nightbot posted earlier, one person gets a spoiler log and needs to communicate to their partner using pictures. It's going to be really interesting because you can't give exact hints, but you are giving hints via your pictures. You can use emotes. You can use actual pictures. Someone can correct me on that because I actually do not know the specifics of that Pictionary spoiler race.
Yeah, we're not gonna worry about it. Serious.
Just drawing. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I can't watch. I want to watch that. Guys, get the donation goal up to 250. I want to watch that. I want to watch that race.
Yeah.
I actually kind of want to watch that race. Hold up. Ooh.
They'll use an online paint.
I want to watch that race.
Microsoft Paint style. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. So yeah, we definitely want to get to that donation. While we're at it, we will also give some shout outs to kind of everyone behind the scenes making this work. So obviously we have Hell Knight, who's the restream, helped put together the whole tournament. We have our 4 trackers.
Yep.
Purple, Star, Diesler, and Winnie. They are doing very well. My co-commentator Sheepy as well. Give shout outs to everyone. Just kind of while we're in here on our long shot time.
Also, shout outs to our runners. Really happy Sloth, West0pher, Phant TV, and Spikevegeta. Go give them a follow as well if you guys can. Using exclamation point R? Yes. R. Using exclamation point R, you'll get their names as well in chat. I don't know when Sloth changed their name, but I know they changed their name at some point. Because that wasn't their name when they first joined this tourney.
But yeah, if you enjoy Zooter, if you enjoy co-ops, if you enjoy solo seeds, They all do it. That's why they're in this tourney. So great people to follow. Very entertaining streamers. Oh yes, and we forgot Lexenite, who is our race mod and who rolled this gem of a seed today.
Yes. Phant_TV.
Yes, Phant_TV.
I don't know if there actually is a Phant.
I don't know.
Temp, I want to question that, but you know what? I'm not.
There we go. Now it's great. Alright, so we see Sloth finishing up Spirit Temple here. We know he's not really going to get much for that. West did do more of Bottom of the Well. Oh, there's Tycoon's wallet in Shadow Temple.
Yes.
Yes, so yeah, Phant is currently doing a Near Automata block playthrough. Very entertaining playthrough. Spike's is a variety streamer. You can get anything from Rayman speedruns to Odyssey to Zelda to
Speaking of
Phoenix
Odyssey,
Wright.
Spike is actually joining the Super Mario Odyssey triple bingo tournament that is going to be happening, I believe, on Speed Gaming.
Yes, two
actual weddings. Two actual unofficial weddings. For those who...
I personally don't know as much about West0pher and Sloth, but I have definitely thrown them follows and we'll be checking them out more as well.
To note, Sloth is German, so he is from Germany, so his stream times are probably a lot more EU friendly. While West0pher is in, I'm not sure which time zone for him.
Yeah, West0pher is United States, so I don't know what time he normally streams, what his stream schedule is.
Follows!
Yeah, you will get Zooter at some point on all of their seeds. That's a guarantee.
Because they like doing the Zooter async, co-op asyncs to help keep their skills fresh and to see how well they do against other teams in the tourney who are doing the asyncs with them. Async means asynchronous, which is a race, quotation marks, that is done at the same time, that is done with other racers, but not at the same time.
Yeah. So basically, there's a bunch of seeds that are generated already. The teams can download them when they want and race them when they are able to, and then submit their times to see how they did. It's kind of the practice for this tournament. So you'll see a lot of these teams, if you drop them follows, you'll see them doing those practices. There's Longshot. So Longshot in Shadow Temple. We are in go mode. We will just be seeing the teams finishing up the dungeons. Did anyone guess Shadow?
I don't know.
Did anyone bet Shadow?
Hey Vic, close the bet. And I'm not fan of Hell Knight. I can get names right, I promise you.
Yeah. I don't remember seeing a Shadow.
I don't think I saw, but we'll find out in just a moment. I bet a dead hand. That was all sorts of all.
All right. Well, so yeah, we'll be seeing Spike and Phant finish up relatively quickly at this point because the last thing to find is just Water Temple boss key.
Yep. In the next 15 minutes, I believe.
Yeah. Yep. So no one bet Shadow. No one expected it to be the easy Shadow Temple.
We were all just like, it's everywhere but Shadow Temple.
Yeah, everyone wanted it to be in just a worse place. Yeah, it's still relatively close, but with that, with Spike and Phant officially in go mode, they have the lead at this point.
I'm actually a little sad they didn't kind of play the Mary Poppins game.
Yeah, they haven't done the actual Mary Poppins song in a while.
Granted, it does make sense because they're not often in spaces where they can do it together.
Yeah. I know they do a lot of asyncs, and I haven't heard the Mary Poppins in a while.
I miss it.
But yeah, Sloth we do see going up and doing gold gauntlets checks, which is not bad. We already talked about this. If he goes into Ganon's castle also, it's 9 checks. They're not incredibly slow either. They're pretty quick 9 checks.
Just do a wolf pulse and you're good.
Yeah.
No, not a wolf pulse. That's not the right one. That's bats. Invisible enemies.
Yeah, no one wanted it to be not to the runners. We all wanted it to be somewhere bad.
I just want to be a dead hand. I
We
don't care
see
which one.
Spike needs to go get his Nocturne. Yeah,
Yes.
Phant found Longshot in Shadow Temple.
It's
It's not the
closing
boss key chest,
Spike
the other
room.
chest.
the spike wall room. In the small I believe that's usually normally a small key chest.
Yeah. So the left side of the spike room in the dungeon. Yeah. So
Spike.
Phant needs to finish up Spirit here really quick. He'll know right where the keys are.
And then once
just
he
Water
goes,
Temple. And Spike is just on the opposite. He needs to finish up Shadow Temple.
oh yes,
Yeah. Phant still has
Phant
not
needs to
picked up
get
Song
that.
of Time.
yeah, that does count probably technically. No one expected Shadow Temple.
It's true.
I'll give you a half point for that one.
Get the participation trophy for that one.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
I almost forgot that you needed Song of Time.
Yeah, because the boss key is behind the Song of Time block.
So let's go. I'll be honest, for like the longest, I didn't realize there was a skull behind there. Not until this tourney. Because almost no one does Legend Token Sanity.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you did full token sanity, probably.
Yeah, you do full Token Sanity. Or you
full
do...
token sanity. I don't think anywhere counts as a bet. I don't think you'd win with that one serious. So yeah, so unfortunately for Sloth, we know he's not gonna find anything. He found 2 bottles in there. There were 2 bottles in that room.
Huh. That explains where our bottles were then.
Yeah.
That means Minuet's an ice cavern.
Yes. And so then what's on Nocturne? What's the last song we don't have? Prelude. Prelude's on Nocturne. But we will never see. We will never see Kariookami burn.
We'll never see either of those. Cause...
Yeah.
That's such an interesting, like, spread of songs.
Yeah. So yeah, so this seed really just was lost by going to GGG.
Yeah.
Getting that bow. Then
getting that wallet.
Yeah. So.
That scale made it nicer, but.
Yeah, but at that point it was literally useless.
It was just to get into.
To be
it was literally
fair,
just to take the serenade.
They had Epona song much earlier.
The scene wasn't screaming.
It wasn't screaming GTG, but they could have gone there a lot earlier.
No, what it was is we kept thinking it was. You have like we thought the seed was saying Ghost Spirit. Wrong.
But it was in the general area.
Yeah, it was like.
It was the desert.
It's like go to the desert. So I gotta do Spirit. No. Maybe.
But I mean, probably, and I mean, we can in the interview hear it from the runners themselves. But I mean, reason why probably no runner went out to GTG super early is just. Without a bow, without a hookshot, without those kind of things, you can't do a lot out there. You could do some, and I think they could have gotten to that bow chest very easily with just kind of what was available to them. I think they could have gotten that, especially with Song of Time. So like a team, if they made that call early, would huge advantage.
Yep.
Team, they both made the call around the same time.
With, I believe, Mary Poppins going a little faster too.
Yeah,
like
they were a little quicker there, which is about the difference we now have between them, which is growing a bit because Sloth's kind of hunting for things.
Saw something for that long shot.
Yeah, he's hunting for the long
Temple.
shot outside of the dungeons.
Which I don't blame him.
Yeah. No, it's the right call at this point. Because he's
anyway.
already done Spirit as well. I don't know if he's finished Fire. He doesn't have a tracker up on his screen, so I can't tell.
I'm gonna say...
But he knows that it's not in Fire, because West cleared out Fire. Except for maybe the very top chest.
Yeah. But we do highlight all our VODs, so you can forever watch them on twitch.tv/SilverGauntlet.
Yes. So if you want to study and look at what the runners did and the choices they made, you can go back and study the tape.
You can also go back and listen to the commentary, because if you were a runner and hear
Here are thoughts on everything.
Yeah, if we roasted you or not. Because sometimes I sit there and just roast runners because I can, despite the fact that I'm a scrub.
Yeah.
Hey,
that's why we're commentating, not racing, right?
Like,
yeah, you can find them on this channel if you aren't able to make a race to catch one. So like, let's say you couldn't make Monday's race. You couldn't watch it live, but you were really interested in who won. You can go back and watch that VOD. I mean, the runners themselves are streaming on their own channels right now.
But you won't.
So like, you could watch just their feed. Some of them would have no mic or anything like that, so you wouldn't hear much. But like if you wanted to say hear what Spike and Phant were discussing throughout this whole seed, Spike is streaming and he has their conversations going on. Like if you had Spike's audio going right now, you would hear Spike and Phant's calm. So like if you wanted to kind of rewatch it from that perspective and see what they were thinking in the moments, you can do that. Yeah, and what Chimp said, not all matches get restreamed. Some matches happen not restreamed. But as we get into bracket phase and later in the tournament, the matches will be here.
Pretty sure there's only a couple groups that weren't restreamed because of time constraints.
Because groups, there was a lot of groups.
Oh, a lot of groups.
But yeah, now that we're in bracket, you'll probably be seeing most of the matches here, if not all. I can't guarantee that because I'm not the one running it, but yeah. And also, like we said, follow the runners. Follow Spike, follow Phant, follow West, follow Sloth, because you'll see also them just practicing co-ops. And that's kind of when you'll really get the idea behind what they're doing.
Listen to the chat and how they interact with it during the async, and like. This is also this skull here particularly is really interesting because because I believe it was during an async. We had one time where there was like, oh god, because what happens if there's a key on that skull and we don't have the long shot yet. So there is a way to get that with just a hook shot. It's a weird way, but it's a way, and it's not a clip, surprisingly. It's
a lot of things in this game when you sometimes can do it with things that aren't expected. Like, it's a weird way, but it's a way. Like the fact that you can kill Ganon with Deku Nuts.
Yeah.
It's a weird way, but it's a way.
It's a way. That's actually the intended way too.
That is an intended way.
This skull, however, is just weird. Because it's just...
that is true.
We were like, can you get it from the boat? No. You actually have to boldly block about 13 or 14 times, I believe. Like, push it against the wall, pull it out about 13, 14 times. Sit on the very far top right corner. And use your hook shot to hit to get up onto that platform to get that skull. Also, shout out to 108 viewers.
Yeah, no, it's if you I know just the regular Ocarina of Time randomizer Discord is huge.
Yeah,
Like there's so many people in that Discord, so if you're interested in just the randomizer in general, not necessarily co-op and everything that we have going on right here, but just it in the idea of randomized Ocarina of Time, the Discord for it is massive. There's people in there all the time discussing, planning, racing. It's the
learning.
place if you want, yeah, learning. Just that's the place to ask questions if you want information. It's a amazing community, very helpful. Because I mean, it's a game people love, and with randomizer, it's become a way you could replay it infinitely because every time is different.
Yep. There's also a lot of modes you can do.
Yes, you can like this co-op tournament. It's customized in a way that, I mean, you wouldn't normally do on a solo team, but you could if you wanted to do these settings.
You can do
There's
that.
also ladder races, where it's like a 1v1 races, where there's some with regular settings, there's some with completely shuffled settings.
Hi Nia! So this is the Silver Gauntlets. This is a Zelda Ocarina of Time randomizer co-op tourney bracket match between Mary Poppins and
Orden Goats.
Odin Goes. Thank you. I was like, great. We are currently near the end of this seed, where Mary Poppins are finishing up Shadow and going into water to then go across to get their boss key from the Light Arrow cutscene, which is set to all 6 medallions this seed for this tourney. English is the language. For this tournament. Co-op runners are sharing information as they are racing, so you'll sometimes see runners skip checks, or I say checks like as in chess, or sometimes they'll just not doing a whole area because it's like there's nothing here, there's not a medallion, it's not a stone, you don't need to come here.
So a great example of that is in the top right of the 4 screens right now. You can see Phant, who has just entered the water temple. His teammate Spike, who is below him, is about to be heading there as well. You'll see them doing different stuff in the water temple here because they're communicating with each other. They are only looking for the boss key at this point. So they will they're both gonna spread out. They'll tell each other, hey, this key is here, or this is here. So they will be able to figure out their quickest way through this. So like if Phant pulls the boss key right now, which he didn't, it's a small key, he would have just told Spike, hey, go to this check, and we're done. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. This is, yeah, like Sheepy said, a tournament. It's been going on for a while. This is the first match of brackets, though. If someone wants to do the command to show off the bracket. We have just started the bracket phase of this tournament. There's many great teams in here. Some of the top runners of this game have teamed up, have teams in this, and some very interesting times in these seeds. Yeah, if you're coming from Spike's channel, welcome. If you're here from any of the other ones, you just stumbled upon this because you were looking at the Zooter directory. Or not Zooter, I guess, just Ocarina of Time directory. Welcome. Yeah, the co-op stuff is really cool. The teamwork of it, the communication. Like I love watching it. Especially when, so like here, I mean, obviously you have myself and Sheepy kind of commentating, like a sportscaster would do, telling you what we're seeing, what's going on. But like if you ever really want to see the co-op and kind of get into it, when these teams are doing the acings and you listen to their comms, it's amazing. Like hearing their thinking, hearing their strategy. And also Neo, I know you just came. We were talking about being new to the channel. Hope you enjoy your emotes and welcome.
More money towards our donation goal.
Yes, and that does go to the donation goal of Pictionary.
Pictionary spoiler, where it'll be a race where one person is playing the seed and and they have a partner which has the spoiler log, and the only way they can give hints is through drawing pictures.
Yes, so we are at $62.50 out of $250 for that donation. It will continue to go up, so if you are ever if you resub, if you just throw down some bits, it will constantly go to that. This isn't like a sub goal where it's, oh, we have to hit this sub count. This is just kind of as people donate or sub to the channel, appreciate the content, appreciate the tournament, that will continue to build towards that incentive.
Our next restreamed race will be on Monday at 5 p.m. EDT of the Keltland Crusaders, which is made of the Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer runners I Ate Your Pie and Phant, F-L-A-N-T. Yes, I know it is very confusing when you Phant, who's running right now. And the III Alpha Gamers, which is Riley and Goomba. Riley, I cannot remember the rest of your freaking name. I just know it's numbers. 2W something, and I don't remember the rest of it. But like, yes, join us again on Monday evening? Early evening.
Yes, I believe 5 Eastern.
Yes, 5 p.m. Eastern. I was like, brain time. And you'll see more. Thank you. Thank you, bye. I was like, I know it. No, I don't.
Yeah, right there.
Riley 2W69T.
I like how in the document with our the notes of the team, it just says Riley.
No one was there.
No one does the end part.
It's probably because a lot of us don't actually remember the last half of Riley's
Oh no,
name.
I definitely don't. But yes, so yeah, we appreciate. I mean, even if you're just here for views, I know the Silver Gauntlets is getting close to being able to apply for partnership as a channel. So just being here as a viewer is extremely helpful to the channel as well, supporting the runners. I think this is a good time as we're hunting the water boss key to do our shout outs again. So let's first shout out the runners. So we have the Spikevegeta, who we know has sent a couple people over here. In general, I know I'm a consistent Spike viewer myself.
I'm
Phant
not surprised with
TV,
Spike.
yeah, Phant TV, his teammate, co-op teammate, multi-world tournament teammate, good friend of Spike. And then our other side, we have Really Happy Sloth, formerly Slotheroni, and West0pher. You should give all of them a follow. They're all great runners. If you enjoyed the Zooter content, you'll see it on each of their streams.
That now does not surprise me, Winnie. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not actually be surprised if Riley
Just typed Riley.
Because Riley remembering his own name? It's a miracle. Okay, let me stop bullying.
We'll give one more shout out to our trackers. So they are the people behind the scenes who are tracking the items for you. So the item trackers you see on screen, we have 4 people helping out. They're watching closely. There's the boss key for Spike. So they'll be able to go kill Morpha. So that is Purple, Star 1468, Diesler 84, and Winnie Demon. They are your trackers today. So let's give shout outs to them.
I wouldn't be surprised with that. And also to us commentators, you have me as BMI, twitch.tv/CPMI. I'm a bit of a variety streamer myself. I do not do speedruns, but I kind of really chill, really comfy. And you also have Derpy Dragon 15 here, who is also a really cool person, and you should give us both a follow. Those both a follow on our respective channels.
Yeah. I'm also a variety streamer. You'll see Zooter on stream from time to time.
You're mostly Zooter on Derpy's and mine, because my laptop cannot handle Zooter. We've tried. We are not touching that again for a while.
I will do it. You won't see as high quality gameplay from me as you, but if you enjoyed just some Zooter, you can see it on my channel from time to time. You can see me lose ladder races or get rolled into 40 for 40 hookshot skull seed. That is not fun at all. Or my shuffled settings one that had Ocarina shuffled into it. That I don't even remember where it was. I think you had to go into some really random barren, or not. I think it was in Water Temple. You had to go into Water Temple without Ocarina or Zeal
Disgusting.
to get the Ocarina. That was a fun one. But so we see Spike's just killed Morpha. Yeah, ew. Yeah. If you want to see really bad luck in seats, that's my channel. That's where you go.
Yes.
I get bad seats rolled for me constantly. So Spike killed Morpha. He's gonna head off. He's gonna go do Ganon's castle. Phant's picking up his boss key right now, and we'll be following shortly.
Luckily, with Spike having already gone up the temple, up the tower, for the most part, the only thing he'll have to fight is the Iron Knuckles, which are behind the Stalfos, which is also boss key chest. And then he'll be able to open up the boss key door and face Ganon, Ganondorf, into Ganon.
And he has big Goron sword, so it will all be very simple.
Much faster.
And we'll just comment on what Sloth and West are doing. West is hunting for that boss key in Water Temple right now. Whereas Sloth, he's going through Shadow to go pick up his long shot and to also finish up Shadow. We may see West finish shortly behind Spike and Phant. So as you see, Spike just got the Ganon's Castle boss key. That's normally the light arrow cutscene. We had the conversation earlier about how the light arrow cutscene is changed for these settings. You are required to get all the medallions before you'll get that. Whereas if you're used to vanilla or even just regular Zooter, all you need is Shadow, Spirit, or just the Shadow and Spirit medallions, and you would get that cutscene. That's a guaranteed item every time. West still has all of Spirits to do.
Yeah, it actually might be Sloth finishing a little bit after Spike and Phant.
If they finish, they might just when they see them both finish up.
Maybe. We'll see.
Depending on how much more they have to do, it'll be up to them if they want to finish it out.
Because
I know. Because I mean, Sloth would have to finish Water. So yeah, Sloth would finish two of them.
Holly.
This has been a good race. It was close. It was very close throughout. Spike and Phant just kind of found the key items first, which led to them finding more key items before Sloth and West, because they found the bow first, which obviously led to Wallet, which led to Hammer, which led to Ruto's letter.
It just was
they just kind of got on that trail first, which kind of gave them this little bit of a lead, which they've held on to since then. They haven't made any mistakes to let West and Sloth come back. And just a reminder, this was a rematch. These two teams were in their group together. The group that Spike and Phant did win 3-0. They won all three of their group stage matches, including against Sloth and West. Sloth and West did come into the bracket stage through the wild card round. I believe they were our first wild card team. They finished first in the wild card round.
I believe so.
So it was a chance for redemption for West and Sloth against Team Mary Poppins. It looks like Mary Poppins is going to get them again.
If you're curious about the lore between Spike and Phant's name along with their seed names for this time around, Mary Poppins is a reference to a trick I won't say trick, that's not actually a strat they use for fighting against Bongo Bongo. The beats per minute for quick spins is in the song Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is the exact same timing you need for quick spins to get a quick kill on Bongo Bongo. And for their seed names this time around, they went with Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews played Mary Poppins in the original Disney film. Thusly, kind of running back to their name. These are nerds.
All I know is for their next round, they definitely need to go with Emily Blunt after that, after the Julie Andrews name. So that better be their seed name or their file name for the next round.
Or they'll go. We'll see what they go with.
I think they might have looked, to be honest, of who was on top, who was on bottom for Julie Andrews.
More than likely.
I would assume they. That also, I was gonna say that name. I thought the Emily Blunt one would be good though, first, since she was Mary Poppins, but Dick Van Dyke would also be a good one. They had their names before. It was just like, well, then they just got.
Then I love how the Lego got switched just for them.
I don't know. I could see them using it. Alright, but yeah, so yeah, we got Spike going into the final phase of Ganon. He will be finishing up first out of them.
One last menu.
So West never went to where the boss key was, because he went even down into the river area. Well, there's Gold Scale.
Yeah, we saw that earlier, actually.
Oh, I missed that. But yeah, so also, one thing about co-ops, just kind of as we're finishing this up, you see Spike and Phant finishing up super close here. These races are determined by averages. So like if this was a little bit closer and like we had maybe say like West0pher was already done, but then Spike and Phant finished super close to each other, their average could possibly beat the other team. So it's not about who finishes first overall, it's the average time between the two teammates.
And GG to Spikevegeta finishing with an official time of 3:09.42. We have Phant going into his Ganon fight now, switching to his Master Sword to store that damage with the Jump Slash.
Yes, and if you are a Spike sub, you can be dropping SSJ GGs in chat.
Drop your GG's emotes.
Or yeah, if you just have a GG emote from someone else, go ahead and drop that.
Indy has a GG emote. I believe Coop has a GG emote. Don't quote me. Spike has a GG emote. Sakura has a GG emote. Gauntless does not have one yet, but we do have a happy emote if you have unlocked that with your bits. That's Scrubs. That's Scrubs. That is Scrubs. Scrubs have a GG emote. I was like, that feels like
Silver
Scrubs.
Gauntless does have the happy.
What?
That's Scrubs GG.
I love that Triforce emote. Yes. And we see Phant going to grab his Master Sword again. It's Yuri. You guys can't see it on restream, but on Spike's stream, he was showing off his wedding band from his official wedding ceremony that he had on his original wedding date. Lovely, lovely. I'm using the word wife at this point because they're practically married. Nuclear reaction. I was like, that's so juicy.
Alright,
And a official GG to Phant_TV with an official time of shoot.
just keep drawing it out till eventually again. There it is.
A 3:12.
There it is. Official 3:12.
10
milliseconds.
I was like, man,
So, yeah,
swear to God.
GG's to Mary Poppins.
And
They will be moving on in the bracket stage. I think. Yep, team.
The goats have
Orden Goats has forfeited. Yep, there it is. Good race to Team Orden Goats. They definitely were close. It just kind of that bottleneck of where Bo was cost them.
Bo and Letter.
Letter, because Phant found Letter pretty quickly after getting the hammer, where it took Orden Goats a little bit longer.
Are we pulling people in for interviews? That's a nice average time of a 3:10:56.
Yeah.
That's a
It
really
was
nice
a bit of a rough seed.
Yeah.
It definitely was. It was
That
a slow
early-
chunk there early.
Like, you knew AD
The hunt
early,
for Hookshot
but then that
were 30
gotta get
skulls that
30.
then led to nothing really. I guess it helped get Bo.
It gets you.
It
It got
helped
to your
drew them
bow.
out to GTG. But yeah. So yes, we will remind as we determine if we're pulling people in for an interview. The next restream will be Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's a match between the Keltland Crusaders of the team of I Ate Your Pie and Phant, and the I Alpha Gamers of Goomba and Riley. Be sure to follow so you get the notification of when Silver Gauntlets goes live for that. You do not want to miss that match. It will be a good one. And you're welcome, Sirius. Thank the runners. Honestly, I mean, we're just here talking. Myself and Sheepy, we're just the talking heads here.
We're just
the runners
talking
was the true
heads.
entertainment.
Talking quotation marks.
Yes, and Silver Gauntlets just posted the schedule for the full schedule of the tournament. If you're interested in looking a bit farther ahead, you can there.
And Spike joined us along with Sloth and
West0pher.
West0pher.
Yep. GG's.
GG guys.
West headed to dinner. He probably
Okay,
not
that
gonna
makes
join.
sense. I was like,
No worries.
Dude, I understand. This seed was a journey. I would understand
was.
being hungry
It
after
was.
this seed.
Yes,
This is probably the longest
was
seed
a
we've done
journey.
since like one of the very early asyncs.
yeah, this seems sucked.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that immediate reading. ZL's on OOT. Oh,
I was
okay.
like,
Cool.
okay.
Oh,
I was like,
30
30 seconds in,
Oh,
all
okay, cool.
dungeons.
Yeah.
I don't think the seat sucks.
It didn't suck, but it was just like it
was-
bottlenecked.
It was honestly
hard.
really fun to route though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When,
dude.
when did you guys do GTG?
Late.
Pretty
I
late.
felt like. Yeah, I
They
felt like
were
we exhausted.
about 10-15 minutes before you guys in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a ton. What they got a bigger lead on, they went to letter quicker than you did, Sloth. They got the
we got the
letter
letter
check.
first.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
got the letter first, and it was just like
And a seed like this, Ruto's and the wallet, those were the two bottlenecks that
I'm just
locked
like,
everything.
where is everything? When we saw the ZL hen for all dungeons, we were like, okay, that means ZL. I mean, that means letter and scales should be early, right? No. Those are just like, yeah, we're just gonna throw ourselves behind something
And
else.
technically they were pretty early. Because where was Epona's? Epona's was super early. You could have
Epona's
easily head over to GTG. And
Opponents was on ZL.
Was
No.
ZL, yeah. Opponents
Yeah,
was
so-
0.
If you knew where it was, you can have letter, hammer, all the bow lock stuff, all the wallet lock stuff within the first 10 minutes of this.
No one
GTG
wants to
was
push GTG for a bow. You know, you might need that wallet on horseback archery, so it extra sucks going out there without a bow.
Well, and without a hook shot, because hook shot was 30d skulls.
Yep.
When did you guys at hookshot? We rushed that shit. Like,
You all got it at the same time.
Yeah, I just asked my chat. I was like, when did they get it? And they said you guys got it like a minute before us. We got it at like the 57-minute mark. I guess you got it at like the 56. It was because at that point, Hookshot was locking so much. They gave us Boomerang. They gave us a bottle with bugs in it, pre-made. Sun Song. We're like, okay, I guess we're just pushing 30.
No, it was probably within a couple minutes of all four of you having hookshot at the same time.
That's
I think Phant was.
It
was between Phant
Sloth,
and
Phant. I think West0pher then Spike. I'm not sure the last two.
Sloth and Phant were getting it at the exact same time. They were in the skull house getting hookshot at literally the same time.
That's cool.
It was just like, here you go.
Yeah, but yeah, we were keeping track of skulls. We were also trying to like be as efficient as we could, going through the checks while we were getting the skulls, because it's an all dungeon seed. Generally, when it's an all dungeon seed, like we like to play more thorough. And
You had to go in the well. You had to go in GTG. You have to do all the other dungeons. Ice Cavern was all you didn't have to do this seed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't have to do
that was
Dungeon
my
either.
next play if Nocturne was not in Composer Grave. Was to
That's what we speculated when you were going there. We're like, well, not here. It's Ice Cavern.
We was like, we know where. I was like, Minuet can only be one of two places.
Yeah, because Sarius was on Minuet.
We actually talked about.
Hang on. Minuet had to have been in Ice Cavern.
Yeah, it had to be an Ice.
Yeah, it had to be an Ice Cavern. Yeah, so yeah, Ice would only be for like a long shot.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually talked about before the seed. We actually wanted an AD seed with skulls. So we got like first 4 hints. Nice. All right. AD. So low chance to miss something. But then it's like a bottleneck seed, which was horrible.
Yeah.
We generated so many spoiler logs just to run the numbers on the off locations, basically. So GTG, Bomb of the Well, Ice Cavern. And apparently, Ice Cavern and Bottom of the Well is like required 50% of the seeds, and GTG only like 30%. So we delayed GTG like always. Like we hated GTG in every practice seed. We delayed it so hard.
That's crazy. I guess there's enough. You just need a lot of stuff to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
And also, Ice Cavern has the song.
Yeah.
So that is like required half of the time for the seed. So yeah, but GTG is like the worst off dungeon in the game, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
you play the numbers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we had it late as well. We got to where we were locked out of spirit, locked out of forest, locked out of fire. We're like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, when we made the play for GTG, there really wasn't anything left.
We hadn't done chickens. We hadn't done.
Yeah, we had some one-offs, but screw the chickens.
We did all of that before GTG.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we were taking the risk. We did the ass skull in the back of Deku Tree.
Yeah, that's one we almost never do. But
we had bombs and boomerang early. I was like, you know what? I don't want to lose to this thing.
And basically, when you get the bow and the wallet, it's just progression from there. So it's pretty straightforward.
It was just the Ruto's letter and the hammer rock and cavern. That was the last kind of thing that you had to actually find. The rest was on the route for you guys.
Yeah, but when you do fire, you check the scrubs, so it's on the way, I guess. It's not like a one-off check. Which you never do.
It's not really out of the way.
Bad.
This seed was definitely like super interesting, like in the way of how you had to route like early OOTC, like okay, it's all dungeons, and then not too long afterward, you all saw the 30 skulls, and so it was like, guess we're running skulls. And
I'm big against all dungeon seeds. I think for the most part, it's like it's too safe. It's kind of boring. This was one of the more interesting. I think because ZL was meant to be so late, I think it was one of the more interesting all dungeon seeds I've ever. So there was still a lot of risk reward factor of what you were getting, what you were leaving behind, as opposed to just feeling like a 100% seed, even though it mostly was.
Yeah. And Forest was so late in logic, like Minuet and Ice, so it's after ZL.
Yeah, we were going through Forest, like, there's no way this is going to have anything. Even though it was the Forest medallion.
Yeah, true.
You actually were all 4 in Forest at one point in time.
Oh, we were about that like 2/3 mark of the seed. That sounds about right.
All 4 people in Forest at the same time.
Yeah, that's right. We finished Forest. I was right around 2 hours when I finished it.
Did you do Forest before Fire or after? Sounds like before, right?
I did it before. Fire was later for me, actually. I just got the info from Phant.
I did Fire pretty early.
Yeah.
So you found the letter before Forest?
We had letter and everything before Forest. But at that point, we both decided, okay, we need to do Forest. We need to do Jabu. Forest has a song. Let's just get it and see if it's Serenade. That just makes it a lot faster to get over to to Jabu.
Mhm.
So we essentially made the commitment to follow each other at least through Jabu. So we both did Forest. I was like slightly heading Forest. I was slightly heading Jabu, just feeding the information. And then after we both collected the ZL, that's when we split. We had Spike go do Spirit at that point, and then I went and because I had to get my Dense Fire still, and from Bottom of the Well, it's like, okay, I'll go check the song over there, get the Nocturne, and then get what we hope is Nocturne. Then that led me into Shadow, and then from there we were just like, okay, we're just doing dungeons. We're doing dungeons until we run out of stuff to do. And Spike actually finished Spirit before I was done with Shadow, and that's when we made the decision: just go progress medallions until we know for sure Shadow's empty, or Shadow does or does not have anything. That way we don't need to waste time checking other stuff. And then
Like I found gold gauntlets, and I
was
was like, I'm tempted to go look at that.
I was like,
Yeah.
Thankfully.
medallions first. Yeah.
Yeah, we did basically everything. I checked all the golden gauntlets things. Like West just killed Morpha, I think, and I had to do water. He had to finish Spirit, and that was it basically.
So y'all were maybe like 10 minutes from done.
Yeah. So basically, the time you found leather before us, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Phant went towards fire like very shortly after GTG. Like, whereas you guys went and did other stuff, Sloth. before
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Not
So
really.
we had the hammer. That was the first thing I did after GTG. Yeah.
Yeah, we said like we got the bow, we got the wallet, which means yeah, hammer is available, but we had to go to CAG. So we decided to do forest first. And yeah, I guess we found Ruto's leather later because we did forest first.
Mm-hmm.
So that was maybe the breaking point where you got ahead, but yeah. We played the numbers.
No, it's I understand. Yeah, it's
Honestly, it was
that was the unfortunate. That was the unfortunate part about the seed. It ultimately was very bottleneck behind two items that had a lot of power, and we just were lucky and found one of those first.
Yeah.
You have the chance to get two more bows, right? But both bows were bow locked, basically.
Right.
So
Well,
I don't think we ever found the third bow. We knew one was on the shop, which you needed
There's
to
one
walk.
was in
Forest Temple.
Forest Temple.
Oh, that's right.
found
Fair
that
call
one.
that. I didn't pick it up.
The bow locked bow.
Bow lock, bow. Yay!
yep.
And
Yeah.
then all the wallets, I'm pretty sure, were locked.
Yep. Yeah,
And that as
definitively.
well.
We found all three wallets. The first wallet had to be horseback archery. So you had to go to GTG bowless to get the bow to do horseback archery to open the seed.
Yeah.
So you can find the hammer to get Ruto's to open the rest of the seed.
Seed. It was just like, you need this to get this. You're like, okay. Now you need this to get this to get this.
Yeah.
What?
Come on.
The seed was like a mom. It's just like, you need to do this, honey, but I don't want to do that. But you need to do this.
Wanna.
You need to
Okay.
go to GTG.
Pretty much, it was like, go to GTG, but I don't want to. I want to do Spirit.
Yeah.
GTG.
Going
But,
to
hey,
ice after GTG.
Screamed "Go Spirit" early, and then gave
Yeah,
you
like,
no
most of the
keys
scene
on
were just
child
like-
side and locked you out because of ZL on adult side.
It
Yeah,
was
and
like
then
the
it's
seed
like-
just said Spirit, and it was just like, okay, but like in reality, it was just like, but I'm over here. I'm on the other side of the desert. Come visit GTG.
Come on over. Come on
visit
down.
GTG. Just like,
I had thought about it because I think I already had Din's Fire at that point. I was like, maybe I go from getting locked out of Spirit over to Wasteland and then GTG.
it
It was gross.
was a seed.
Well, thanks for having us today, GG.
GG,
Yeah.
guys. Congrats on moving
GG.
on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And I guess the Ordon Goats. I mean, GG on winning the wild card. Because you guys
we got
won, from what I saw.
we
You
had
got
them-
first place in that one, right?
We had the master plan to ditch the group and then come back to the wild card.
Right. I was like,
then-
hell yeah, we're in the brackets. And I looked at our opponents and I went, wait a
Wait a
minute.
minute.
and then
We've already done this.
And then-
Are we sure this is still group stage?
win the race against you, and then final forfeit wins their match on the other side. So we play them again, and then we eliminated Group A. That was the plan.
Oh
But
yeah.
That's
didn't
a
work.
good plan. That's a good plan.
So,
Oh my
but I
god.
got something prepared, so I want to get that out. I have some shout outs to make
Absolutely.
if I can do that.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Wait. Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm sorry if I botch your names. So shout outs to Purple2, Splits Happen, Melrose, Bliven, LordXenu, Ferelli, What the Hell's Happened, and Vodzilla for believing in us in the predictions. Thank you.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry all those predictions got canceled out.
Thank you. Yeah, that was
actually really nice.
that was like if we won, I would read that and said like, yeah, and fuck you all who didn't predict us.
I
like-
know, I can't
that's
say
like
nothing on this one.
Yeah, I will stay quiet on this as well.
I don't do predictions typically for the match because I'm like I'm not gonna be able to watch half of them. because I'm
Yeah, you're gonna be stressed the whole time.
and I'm just like, I was just like, I looked at the brackets and I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. I want to watch what I can, comment what I can. And speaking of commentary, our next match is on Monday at 5 p.m. EDT with the Keltland Crusaders of I Ate Your Pie in Phant.
All
I
right.
did say that right?
Yeah, Phant. Yeah,
Okay. I've done this
Our
like
boys.
three. I've done this
We've
all
done these shout outs like multiple times today. I don't know if we've actually messed it up.
Don't think so. And the versus the IIL Alpha gamers, Goomba and Riley. I had to scroll up because I couldn't remember their name because I refused to say it after a while because I know how chat gets.
And then also one more shout out again to our amazing runners today: Spikevegeta, Sloth, West0pher, and Phant. Everyone should be going and giving them all follows.
And another shout out to our donation goal here on the Silver Gauntlets channel. I'm okay. Which if we get to $250 via subs and bits, we will have a Pictionary spoiler log race where one person will be racing and the other person has a spoiler log. And the only way they can give hints is through drawing pictures.
That sounds
What?
fun.
That
Yep.
sounds awesome.
I believe
Like, what are we doing that?
Yeah, I was about
I
to say
know
that
there's been
sounds
some
sick.
like emote only like spoiler log thoughts thrown around in some other channels. But,
Yeah.
it'd be cool to see. I'm actually really excited. So we should try to get that $250 goal. We're currently at $62.50 out of $250. So show some support over here in the Silver Gauntlets. The Silver Gauntlets is also trying to apply for partners. So every view counts, guys.
And final thank yous to Hell Knight, who of course is the one restreaming and helping out with everything behind the scenes. Our trackers today: Purple, Star, Diesler, and Winnie Demon, as well as the race mod and the person who rolled this seed, Lexanite.
Today was a good seed. Good
Yeah.
race. GG to both teams. I'm excited to see what happens next.
Me
Yeah,
too.
definitely excited for that match on Monday. Pie and Phant have a mountain to climb. That is one of the best teams
Oh yeah.
in the tournament, in my opinion, and Goomba and Riley. But it should be fun as always. It's rando. You never know.
For Skull Kid. And
Mm-hmm.
all right, and then yes, I think for and then also your commentators today. So I was Derpy Dragon, and then my co-commentator Sheepy Amaya.
Hi.
I love you two. You're great people.
Thank you.
Mike.
You're totally biased, Spike.
Nah, there's no way.
We both totally aren't subs to you and
Yeah.
your
Thanks for giving
unofficial
me
wife.
your money. Yeah.
We totally don't throw money at you. But
All
yeah,
right, guys. Thanks for the race.
You're-
Bye,
thank you.
guys.
Good luck.
Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Alright, if anyone is still watching, we're gonna wait our good friend Beryl, who's currently doing a four, how do you call these? 4 seats,
it is
1
4
controller seat?
seats, 1 controller madness. It was a 1,000 donation. It was a $1,000 goal in his channel, and he's mad. But let's go watch him. I believe all 4 audios are still on. To note, so if you are overwhelmed by that, definitely turn down your volume.
Wait, Lexa, you're getting ads?
That's weird.
I wanna look into that. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, let's go say hello to Baron. And
Bye,
thanks
guys.
everyone for watching. Bye.